Be fun. Yeah. Hey, hey, Marco, are you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
I was gonna do the regular like pop in while I'm on vacation, skiing while whatever. But two things. One, up north, apparently they don't know what limited available product is. So I ended up buying about 6 bottles of Blanton's and about 4 of the big things of Buffalo Trace. And number two, just an advice for some of the young females or older females that watch our show. If you are skiing and your husband's ahead of you and you say, "Oh my God," unless you wipe out, please don't say that, because what your husband might do is turn backwards while trying to pull over to the side and accidentally hit a jump. And when he hits said jump, he might not have known it and then turn back around and screw his back up for the rest of the trip. So
sounds like you're just blaming somebody else for your own.
No, just a little piece of advice. Piece of advice. I'm too old for that shit. And I was like, so then she goes by and it's bad. It's like one skis in the tree. And
remember pizza, French fry.
That dude, that doesn't happen when
you're supposed to French fry. You're gonna have a bad
That's
time.
not what happened, dude. I went like this and I was pulling to the side because I thought it was like, you know how you can pull side and side areas a little puffier snow. What I didn't realize, because I wasn't looking that way, was it was a cutover. It was like a jump cutover that they have. They have like jump lines from like one to another. So I turned around to look to see what was going on. And I was just like, because I thought she'd fallen and I was worried about it because she's new at it. And I turned back around to see myself sideways in the air. And I go, yeah, this ain't going to end good. And it did not end good. But yeah, I mean, I'm
so after the Blantons and the...
No, then I did the Blantons. After that. I blanted the shit out of that.
Sounds like related.
All those things sound like they went...
I blanted myself after that. But sent her out her way. I thought... And I really thought she was like dead. She's like, no, it was just really fast because earlier in the day, it was night skiing too. Earlier in the day, it was like very mashed potato-y, as they call it, or like there was a lot of snow that was loose. And by the time we went back, it was like ice beads. So she does huge S's, and she was going really fast through her huge S's. And I was too far down the hill, and I thought something happened. So. But whatever, I'm alive. I'm in a lot of pain.
All I heard is Marco wiped out on the Bunny Hill.
Oh yeah, it was not the Bunny Hill, What Bunny Hill?
That's what it sounded like to me.
I wish, man. I wish it was the Bunny Hill. First off, I don't even think they call it the Bunny Hill there. They called it something else, which was hilarious. And two, no. If only I was so lucky. Anyways, GTK Comics thumbs up high. Thumbs up high. Thank you, GTK Comics. Here we go. Tommy Longbox. Remember for 42 months. Roy Kent. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere. Roy Kent. Had to tell him the dog.
What's his Lego minifig thing?
What?
What's his Lego minifig image?
Cad Bane.
Oh, it's Cad Bane. Okay.
I did have to, Tommy, you'll appreciate this. I had to inform a very loud parent, let's not yell at the refs. How about, and then he said, hey, I'm not talking to you. I'm not even on your team. I said, you're actually not on anybody's team. Your son's playing right now. So how about you, instead of trying to play for him, go sit in the stands with the rest of the parents and actually act like a parent. And
stop living vicariously through your child.
I did say they have Sunday League, though. You know what I mean? You can try to play that. Hi, all. Sunday League's brutal, bro. Sunday League's so brutal. Dude, I had a chick one time try to headhunt me in Sunday League. It's tough. Hello, fellas. Hello, Bar Lord. Oh, wait, sorry. Phil! Hi, all. Hey, Phil. Lord of Fleek. Is this top 10 indies of all time? Because no, it's not, because we did that before. This is actually just a top 10, like, they've been on the top 10 list before at one point in their career. There's a lot of them, mainly Image. We're probably going to do a couple of these because, everything goes in cycles at certain times here. Fleek, And once again, it seems, and you'll hear about it when we talk about this week in the LCS, a lot of independent, like a lot of shine, as they say on the indies. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Yo, got my X-Men Blue and Gold Omnibus in today. Thing is going for $600 on eBay. LOL. That's surprising, but not. That's good for you. You will have some good reading, Meyer. I'm hearing good things about. Is Ted okay?
I saw that.
Yep, me
Selling
too.
quite a bit,
Yeah, that looked good.
What is
I
that?
didn't get a chance to read it. It's a new book.
New
Oh, I
comic.
didn't see it.
IDW maybe.
Hey,
An
kids, a
independent.
dub. Ed, good to see you. And
What's
another
up, Ed?
independent. So I was saying it's the independents are having their time. And
Can't be
this
IDW
happens.
unless it's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't.
No. We have an IDW book to review this week, and boy, was it something. Hey, Ed, Phil, Meyer, everybody, Barlord. What's up? Nope. Yep. I took some white ski today because
I took someone's white sky.
wait,
Sky.
you took someone's white sky. Oh, white sky. Okay, for the book from last week. Yeah, sorry. It's very small print on that right side. You need to here. Hold on, let me change.
Mad Cave. Okay, thanks, Barlord.
Barlord. There you go.
Sky, which is the thing Marco was launched into off of that.
It wasn't even that, dude. I'll be honest with you. The sad part, it wasn't even that. It wouldn't have been so bad if I saw it coming, but it was a bad angle to go into that one. Sideways is never a good angle to go into jump. Mad Cave. There you go. All right, cool. Well, let's talk about Comic Shop today. Got 3 as usual on the Comic Shop, and we are just not used to being on the interwebs. First off, we're not talking about the Ted something. We are talking about 2 books this week and one actually next week because we heard about this too. We'll get into that one in a little bit. But Murder Drones, for some reason, I haven't gotten to read it yet, but I was told by multiple people that I have to pick it up on my way to the store. Then when I was in the store, and then they were like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I said, I have no clue what you all young people are talking about. But I picked it up anyways. It was flying. And that's another, was that Omni? I think it
Oni.
was.
Oni.
Yeah.
Oni? Yeah,
Oni.
Oni did that one. It's interesting. They have an A and B cover. Then they have a 1 in 10 and 125, which is the A and B cover, just virgin versions of those covers. And then they have a non-version 1 in 50, which I don't know, whatever, but it's neither other covers. So I don't know if anybody read that. We hadn't read it as a collective book yet. I haven't gotten to it because we read a bunch of other stuff. And then a book that I love, Hyde Street, got some love/hate this week. They're like, took you long enough to get out. Are they going on another hiatus after this?
Yeah,
like,
that was what it's been since October.
Yeah, people were not happy. They're happy, not happy today about that book. And that kind of gets you to wondering, because that's not the only book with the image that's kind of been taking hiatuses on and off. And actually Ghost Machine has done that a lot. And it seems like with how much, I guess the conversation that ended up taking place was pretty much like, is that a good move at this point? And also it finally led to like, is DC and Marvel in cahoots where they're trying to release some of their books that are more popular on different days? Like the majority of Absolute happened 2 weeks ago, and Marvel pretty much doesn't have anything out that week. And then this week, Marvel has a couple of their books that are talked about that people are enjoying. Believe it or not, people are enjoying reading a couple Marvel books. It's a miracle. But come out this week, where like their trash comes out during the Absolute week. And if the independents could make a run at it, and it was a very independent heavy week this week, but not as much as like a previous week. So we'll see. And then finally, Nectar, talked about this.
Hold on. Are you saying that there's theories out there that Marvel and DC are in cahoots, so they're putting out all their books in a particular week, and then DC's doing it one week?
Yeah,
Marvel's
so they're
doing it
not
one
competing
week?
against the other company, but they're taking the money from one week, and then the next week they're another group. Like it's every other. They're not spreading their big books around. They're putting their big books in 1 week to take all the money in 1 week, and then in 2 weeks Marvel does the other one, and then you'll see it keep going. Huh?
Seems a little counterproductive.
It does, but you'll see. Well, it does, but the theory behind it was like there's only they figured out like the average spend, that like the break even point and average spend people are willing to spend per week. And instead of making them judge, then they can put their main titles out one week and not have it coexist with the other main titles. And that maybe that had a little to do with people also talking about the upcoming crossover between, there's a lot of talk about a lot of things, how the independents weren't getting their stuff out on time, Dark Horse collapsing. You know how those speeches go. It's like Tupac living on an island.
I was about to say, it sounds a little bit like,
like you know how it goes.
Crazy guy in the corner tells me that, the gas station there is in cahoots with the gas station down the street to fix their prices to be the same.
That's actually that's
true.
That's actually true. That actually is true. I used to work in a distribution, and they were very open about it, and they were that actually does happen. Not like
they
the
put their
independent
price up, or we're going to put our price up too.
No, they don't even do that. They call each other. They're all in like a group, and they just text each other and like, hey, they called each other back then. But
like how Marco makes it sound even more conspiratorial.
It's not conspiratorial.
Wouldn't they just look at their sign and be like, maybe we should change ours?
No, well, they don't. Why would they do that when they're all like in the same group? Because they're like, hey, dude, we're good. Like, hey, this is how they follow.
I don't know if they're all in the same group. I think a lot of them compete with each other.
No, that's not how that works, Dub.
Oh,
okay. I'll teach the people though. They'll let you know.
I
worked in some gas stations, but you know better, I guess. Yeah,
I do. I know the owners.
I have personal experience, but hey,
I cohort with the owners, but that's all right. You worked it.
I could just come on the show and kind of roll the hand grenade out there and just.
Anyways, either way, This was more of a Tupacian on an island with Biggie type scenario, but it did. When you're listening to it long enough, even the craziest shit makes sense a little bit every once in a while.
I still don't get what it has to do with the independent guys.
Well, because they think they could they think they can knock down independents, but it seems like it's giving independent their shine. Anyways, and the last one is Nectar, which we kind of did an FOC thing a couple weeks ago, and people said that's one of the books they're looking for. That's got a lot of noise coming out through the whole independent thing, where people are bringing up Dork and the Skies and the Hides and the Ghosts, and they're talking about the next big independent. And that feeds us into the top 10 list today, which we're going to go over top 10 independent books that were hot at one point or another, see when they were hot, see what they were, and everything else. We actually broke it down to 3 categories. We broke it into the book was hyped because reader. It was a good reader book, like, you know what I'm saying? Good storyline. It was either hyped because it was hyped because it was a TV/movie. It's something that there's some type of media out there that came out in a digital form. And then the last one was kind of like the overall, it was like super good cover, got hyped because of cover, got hyped because of like an artist or a writer on it, or got something to that effect, or got hyped because it got optioned. So we'll go through that. We took each one of us submitted a book, and then there's an extra book we submitted in for it. So we got that 10 list coming, and then we should have a new game at the end. Also, we have apparently an educational segment by Dub. I don't know what that's going to be about, but we'll try to squeeze that all in. And Corbin's going to be here, so there we go. All right, let's get into the top 5. Are we ready there, Dub? Now that we're cleared. Do we have any questions? No questions? Good stuff.
Any question? No.
Okay, that's not how that's supposed to be.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. There we go. All right.
Already off the rails.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's normal. All right, top 5. Here we go. So hopefully, forgive me if there are any typos in here. This was a last minute adjustment. Yeah, okay. But
blame me for that.
I think we're good. I'm not gonna blame anyone, just the things that happen,
Yeah.
Let's see. So see, look how JJ's name just stays up there. That's kind of fun.
That's sweet. That's good.
All right, number 5. Here we go. As long as I got the picks right, that's all that matters, right?
That is all that matters. No, I don't like this lighting. Go ahead.
So Marco went with the Punisher from the television show.
I picked that one up too. I was so happy.
The Peril of the Brutal Dark. That was the Tula Lotte cover, and that's the Vertigo book, I believe, that I would like to read, but have not gotten a chance to check it out yet.
We'll be
JJ also went with the Punisher,
nice.
With the JTC cover.
And I will say this: Bruce is capping on this pick because I know that he didn't do his picks till after the LCS, and we mentioned the fact that that book was kind of spiking in price. So I'm calling cap on Bruce while he's not here.
Mentioned it.
He is not the one that mentioned it. Actually,
Also, this book is based on a show. It's not like a brand new concept. This is like it's been going on since 2021. You can watch tons of episodes on YouTube.
No clue what the kids were talking about. Hey, I just said nerds get off my lawn, and then they started talking about Marvel and DC conspiracy theories, and I loved it. So,
all right, well,
what's it about?
This is
Okay. You can tell me it's a show. What's it about?
drones that murder people.
Post-apocalyptic drones, robots,
Really?
service drones.
The art kind of looks like
that kind of sounds up my thing, but this looks like that stupid Monster Girl high school thing. So I don't want to.
I was about to say, for me, the cover art kind of reminds me a little bit like Has Been Hotel style art.
Yeah,
MFKZ a little bit.
They got toys too. Meyer knows he's a kid.
Yeah. October 29th, 2021.
It will be without PowerPoint slides. I think we don't know. Dub made it, not Spawn.
Is there a syllabus online for it?
No, but there might be a quiz. So,
dude, this is the problem.
Class.
I bought this is what sucks about the Pearl of the Brutal Dark. I wish I would have read the book first and then chose the cover, because that's not the cover I chose, Dub. And now that I read the book, I wish I would have chose that cover.
It is the cover that you chose.
No, not for the Pearl. Not for when I was at the LCS. Do you understand what I'm saying? I went to the LCS because I didn't know much about this book, and I just was like, okay, whatever. And I picked a different cover. I was like, oh, this cover's cool. I was like, this cover's like kind of throwbacky. I kind of dig it, but whatever. Oh, I did pick the cover later on down the road. Is that what you're saying?
Spoiler.
No, I didn't pick it today when I was in the LCS. I didn't pick it today when I was in the LCS. So there we go.
All right. Well, let's move on to number 4 and
Thanks a lot.
if there's anything that I
could have just let me spoil my own spoil.
Oh, well. So that's another cover for that same book that Bruce picked, The Brutal Dark over there. Peril of the Brutal Dark. JJ went with the G.I. Joe Larry Hama.
A sucker for reflection covers.
I like that book. Yeah, I said it in the preview. That's really
cool.
That
was on we had that on FOC against another.
Hey, what's going on, Anthony, Jeremy? I don't think we should do the whole thing. Anthony, we're just gonna call you Anthony from there on. Yeah.
One with that Black Lotus, Blade Runner Black Lotus. I've been loving those covers. I don't know.
They've been cool. I just can't stomach to try to read one of those.
This is simply for covers, man. I'm just taking the cover.
I know.
Yeah. And then Marco went with the Cher movie cover, huh?
Yeah. I don't know why. I was in the mood apparently that day.
I was almost going to pick that Peril of Brutal Dark cover, but it reminded me too much of like the USC Trojans. So I was like, yeah.
It's like a little Magneto.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
Too much Alexander the Great. Really
okay, my pick is VS this round. What's VS? Oh, verse. He's picking verse this round. Okay. Good pick, Ed. All right, go ahead. What do we got next?
All right, next. Moving on to number 3.
I don't remember any of these picks, so this is awesome. Hey, if I actually saw that cover, that's how bad it was. I forgot I even picked that cover because I didn't really dig through the Pearl for Brutal. Like I went through the first 2 covers and was like, yeah, cool. And I grabbed whatever the first cover was, the red cover. I was like, oh, this is a decent looking cover. So I just grabbed it. Where Bruce's, I grabbed Bruce's cover. And we're not reviewing that book, but it's still a pretty decent book. It felt this week, like, just to review it, it felt like this week, like it has a potential to really just turn to shit. Fair enough. What else do we got? JJ, yeah, fair.
Harley Quinn 59.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that was on my list. It fell off the bottom, but yeah, I like that cover. It's like a good action.
You're welcome, Ed.
Cover, and then Derek Chu,
Yeah.
Sure.
I know a lot of people like the Nakayama, but I don't think it looked weird for Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
the problem is like there's an FOC with Nakayama and he's got like 20 freaking covers or something. I was looking at something Nakayama and it was just, you know how like sometimes you just see
he had like 5 this week because he had 3 of those. I forget what they're called, blood red Marvel ones or whatever they are.
Oh yeah.
It came out.
Yeah, I just like need a break. It's like when you see Scotties or Frizzens or whatever, and you're like, I like it, but like I just need a break.
The face on his Harley Quinn was weird to me. I don't know.
Harley Quinn.
All right, here we go. Alice
Finger
Forever
Red
Ever.
#1.
That
Yeah,
Dan Panosian, right?
yeah,
Tulo.
Panosian. Yeah,
Oh, you picked the other one.
yeah.
And yours was
I was between the Tulo and the Panosian, and the only thing that I hate about I hated originally I had the Tulo with you, but then I was like, man, I just love the mushroom detail of
Yeah,
Alice.
that's so much detail. in that.
Bruce's book looks like shit. That looks like fucking Liefeld tried to draw fucking a girl and he fucked up. That thing is terrible.
It's all fucking
That thing
legs.
is so dog fucked.
70% legs.
It's not even real legs. It's just like she's got a tumor for a kneecap, no
It's like a
feet.
Frankenstein.
Oh my god!
put it
Yeah,
together or something.
you see what he's trying to cap.
That
on.
movie, The Bride, comes out soon. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so fucking terrible. That is his cap cover. You're right. He's capping. I get that he's capping. I get it, but like it's not even that good of a like. There was things he could have chose to cap better than that. Barlord. That's bad. That art is fucking trash.
I don't know if this is better or worse. He initially had a different cover there, and then realized that it was didn't fit the criteria, and then had to send a second one.
Oh, so he tried not to cap, and then he sent. Yeah, okay, all right. Well,
is what you're trying to
he failed this week. I think, unfortunately, he usually does a lot better job. I know it's
I
unfortunate.
feel like he may have been rushed. Yeah.
Shout out Bruce. He had a lot of stuff going on. That's why he couldn't make it. So we shouldn't have. But he can't even cap right. So.
Well, let's see what his #1 was. So you went with the Fan Yang for the #1. I did the Carla Cohen, Dave Stevens for JJ,
mood, I guess.
And In Hyuk Lee for.
You know what's sad is like
Bruce.
that the X-Force was the first book I picked up, and the second book was the Psylocke Ninja. But I kind of ignoring I kind of am ignoring the covers because I really enjoy that storyline right now. And the Stevens is just a fucking terrible ripoff of a cover he did before.
Actually, it wasn't a cover. Well, it was a cover on a magazine, and it was on a poster, but it was never on a comic.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm sure if he could make new art if he was around,
Yeah, it's not like it was like I don't think he was making a new cover anytime soon. So.
And the story is it's something that he had done the treatment for the story previously, and then
we'll get into it because that's one of the books we're going to review. So
was it on the list
it
today?
Is?
I don't
remember that being on the list.
You put it on the list.
I did put it on the list.
Did you?
And I read that. And I read that horrible. Yeah, because I accidentally put Phantom and then took Phantom off the list.
Well, I read it anyways. I guess that doesn't matter.
All right. Let's talk about some variants really quick. Got 2 variants.
Is Rocketeer not on the list? Because I'll give my opinion right now, Dub.
Oh, I don't think it was.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. All right, ratios. Let's get into it. Winners.
Actually, I read it.
Oh yeah, Dub. Nice. I forgot about that.
The Mercy Sparks. It's a 1 in 5, I think.
Yeah.
You're gonna. So this cover, I believe they put out before, but had a different colored background, and it wasn't a Virgin cover. Like it had trade dress on it. So it's a
but I think we use this. I think
#1.
Did we say that during our FOC off?
I think so. Yeah. Barbera. Who did your cover, JJ?
I can't remember the artist now.
Because you guys both, you and Bruce both went with the Barbaric.
I'm gonna have to tell you.
All right.
And then we have one more. Gonna slide that.
There you go, JJ. Oh, W did the eye thing. That was good.
Yeah, that's that Boom book, right?
Yeah. I actually really like that book.
Yeah, that's a 1 in 20, and there's no trade dress version of that book as far as I can tell.
It had some freaky covers too. All the covers for that were.
I'm glad I didn't say anything earlier about the thing. I really like the shadow. I don't always like when they do the double shadow phase on this, but I do like the Psylocke this week. I thought all the Psylocke colors were good.
As Joshua Suave.
Yes, sir.
That's a good cover.
Yeah.
Good cover. All right. And with that, we wrap up our top 5.
Yeah, it was an interesting week. There's a lot of mid-card covers. I think you could have picked 30 different covers and not done poorly. You know what I mean? I'm not sure there was like a banger out there this week, but there we go. Overall, just in general. All right. Well, with that being said, what do we get into next? Take it or leave it?
FOC.
Or FOC? FOC it is. I will say I had a hard time on FOC. I got buried going in different ruts and trying to get out of them. So it's going to be an interesting week this week. Oh my God. I think those are those graded comics up there.
Last week we had a ridiculous number of FOC books. There was a lot of them. So
who did them?
I did.
Yeah. See, do you see? It's not as easy as everybody thinks.
There was a lot. There was a lot to choose from. I put a lot in there.
There's always a lot to choose from, though.
Yeah. I think you did a good, you narrowed it down pretty well. So let's see what you did. We're going to go with the Absolute Martian Manhunter number 10 versus Godzilla's Monsterpiece Theater. Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla.
Obviously tried to take two of the most ridiculous covers there are. And also just want to shout out, even though I think the title is fucking horrible, Absolute Martian Manhunter is coming to an end here. So, last couple issues, never a bad idea to grab one or two of those. Godzilla Masterpiece Theater presenting Romeo and Juliet. The cover
is Robin Hood on the cover.
It's a Robin Hood variant.
Robin Hood variant.
Robin Hood variant is what it was called.
Okay.
I don't know why, but that's what it was called.
I will tell you, this book looks like a complete fucking train wreck. This is kind of what I've said about Dork when we first saw it too. I'm gonna pick it up because I like this type of dumb shit. I do not expect it to be.
I can't wait to read this book. There were
there
were some decent covers for this.
Yeah, there's some amazing. It is amazingly like it's like gaudiness, right? Like it, you see something and you're like, holy shit, that's so gaudy, but I have to have it because it's like
I get the look they're going for, but the Godzilla looks really good, but I don't know why you'd cover it with the.
He does. I mean, what happened to his hands? He got baby hands.
Well, he always has baby hands, doesn't he?
Not like that though.
No, these are just. There's no arm at all.
There's no arm at all. Just baby hands.
And that torso.
It's so awesome, dude. This thing is so awesome. He does. He
does. I can't wait.
He looks so awesome.
Cannot wait to read it.
I can't wait.
Right,
but just so you know,
moving.
Absolute Martian 2 is coming to the end of that cover.
What is that? Number 10 is the last issue?
I don't know if it's 10 or less. It's got, I think it is 10. I think probably.
You doing parkour?
Yeah, I mean it's James Herron. Yeah. He did. What was that? There was a series he did for Vault, I think, that was really good. It was like kaiju related, and it had a lot of stylistic. Oh, I can't remember the title, but that's his art style. So he does a lot of stuff like that.
Bar Lord's got left and Fleek's for right, so it's split down the middle of these two awesome covers.
All right, let's see what the next one is.
I like Fleek better than Fleck.
Superman Spider-Man 1 by Raphael Albuquerque, and the one on the right is by Clayton Crane.
Yeah, I gotta say, both well-known artists. Neither book these are not the covers I want.
I'm about to say both well-known, neither impressive.
Neither one can draw Superman's face. Both of them.
The problem, I mean, I guess with Crane, like he's gone so far from like Venom USA at this point that you're just like, what the fuck are we doing? And Albuquerque, like, he doesn't always hit. When he does, it's really great. But when he doesn't, you're just like,
the cape and the Crane one, it's just really weird. I mean, it's almost like he like forgot to draw it. And he's like, oh shit, I gotta add his cape on.
Yeah.
Draw it on there real quick.
Also, too, the neck like slant is weird. It's like he forgot to draw Superman's face, period, and then it's like, oh shit, I gotta actually add a face, a neck and a face. Yeah. And Kirky's just, well, Kirky's Kirky, but so there you go. You got Carnage USA's dope as shit. There you go. They don't stand out at all.
All right, the next one. Oh, look, it's more Superman Spider-Man 1. Here we have Gabriel Delgado versus J. Scott Campbell.
I mean, come on. You're not going to pick the Campbell.
No, actually, I'm not. I'm picking the Delato. I actually think the Delato's probably the best out of all the. Well, is
That
top
Superman is
top
terrible.
top two. It's not supposed to be Superman. It's supposed to be like some
Well,
dark
Superman Black, isn't it?
Yeah, Superman Black. Yeah.
Okay, that Superman Black is terrible.
Black suit.
You're telling me
Superman, black suit,
Supergirl's
Spider-Man.
looking sweet, bro? Like
Compared to that,
It looks like
Superman,
every other
yes.
Campbell cover.
Yeah,
Actually,
it looks like any other Campbell. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
pretty sure that Spider Gwen he's already used before.
I think he has too. I
Probably
think he's
just,
actually.
copied and
I
pasted.
could be
it over.
wrong. Yeah.
His,
I don't know,
Delano
dude.
Spider-Man's really good. I mean,
The
I
man
like that.
the people are with me. The people are with me.
You know what?
except for Ed.
I kind of miss though. I always
What?
thought Campbell drew a really good actual Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, he does. He draws a pretty good
I wish he would
Spider-Man.
draw it again for his covers, but
That's like, well, go back, like, Crane draws an actual good, at least he drew a good, like, he draws a good Carnage, but for some reason he can't draw fucking Spider-Man. You know, you'd figure it's like of the same ilk, right? Like
right.
I don't understand it. I really do like that the dark suit Spider-Man though.
Yeah, that Spider-Man looks great.
Yeah. All right, what do we got next?
Moving on.
By the way, none of the covers are fucking amazing. Oh, I'm wrong. Sorry.
Here we have Superman, Spider-Man, one by Adam Hughes.
There we go. Hughes drawing the same blonde face he draws for every blonde chick, and
gave her a different outfit, I guess, sort of.
Yeah, different outfit, but it's literally any blonde superhero looks like that. Female superhero looks like that for him.
Jessica Drew looks good.
Jessica Drew does look good.
And
I'm leaning towards the Hughes. I don't really think either one of these is their best art.
Yeah, no.
That's what I was kind of saying with all these. I think like most of them have like flaw things, but then you got, I mean, still.
I like the Silk. I like the Supergirl less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of each. Yeah.
Supergirl's face is weird.
I mean, I like Jessica Drew on the other one, and I just. What are we doing?
Yeah. All right. Let's keep moving. And this next one is Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah,
17.
I could have gone. By the way, there's like 10 more. Just so everybody knows, there's 10 more covers in Superman.
There's a bunch.
I just couldn't do it all. So,
Brian Boland on the left and Leslie Lyrics Lee on the right.
Also, there's like 16 covers of this, and a couple of them are more decent than this. It was a rough week as far as FOC. Period. Marvel was really not doing us any justice.
In the Justice League now. Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's he supposed to be? Is it supposed to be water? What the hell is he supposed to?
Yeah,
hand's supposed to be ice.
Know.
I guess ice, melting ice. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe melting ice into. I just look. Why is Batman's cowl so big? I don't know.
It looks like that one cover of was it Batman Adventures or whatever, where it's like all cow.
Like it does look a little bit too. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. The Lyrics Lee as well. She's been doing these women's month covers, and this is probably one of the better ones that she did.
Yeah, absolutely. I just like Metamorphosis. You don't see him much, and he was done well there. The background sucks though.
Yeah. And next we have Mark Spears with Monster and the Wolf number 3, and then also Mark Spears with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 17.
The thing that I had put him up here for Monster and the Wolf is he finally. I know it actually something semi different because he's so used to just using that smudge color on fucking everything that just doing a black background it kind of makes his art look halfway decent again.
Why does it look like Cyberpunk 2077?
I mean, it does. Yeah, it does. It does. Not out that, but like it does. Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
I'm not on board with either one of these.
Monster on the Wolf, I think, was a little bit different. I don't. The fucking turtle.
It doesn't even look like a monster or a wolf. It just looks like a dude that just stepped out of it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't give a shit about the monster. Hold on. I don't give a shit about the title or anything else. I actually like the look of the book. I think like sometimes people gotta get out of their own way of stuff. Like if you take the title off and you do something different, I think you should get something for it.
You
But
gotta
I
have
just
a
can't.
rave in 1990s Europe or something.
That's okay. That's okay. That's
Euro
okay.
trash.
I just
Yeah, but the
do we
turtles
have
really
to do like colored smoke on every fucking like?
Yeah. Well,
So,
yeah, you got
thank
to.
you,
But,
Ed.
you know, you don't have time to finish all these covers. You got to kind of make it look. Like
Well, then just go with the black cover because like it looks better. Is
Yeah,
what
the
I'm
black
saying.
cover looks good. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, let's move on to our next one, which is Superman number 36 by Rod Reyes, and then Phantom of the Opera number 2 by Martin Simmons.
Do be careful with the Rod Reyeses. There's two Rod Reyeses. Superboy either reading Absolute Superman, which he is in this one, or Superboy reading I don't know, some other bullshit.
Different books.
It's a different book that he's reading. Yeah.
Oh no.
Is he in a robot suit or something? What the heck's going on there?
Who cares?
Because his chest looks ginormous.
Yeah. And then shout out Phantom of the Opera. I actually think they're low key putting out dope covers.
So many good covers for that number 1 too. Like,
yeah.
Middleton was my number 1 for last week, so yeah, I like those covers.
I think I like the Rod Reyes a little bit better if it was like a I forget what you call them, where it's like the Matrix, where it's like a cover within a cover within a cover.
Oh yes,
that is
Infinity cover.
Yeah, Infinity cover. There you go.
Yeah,
it looks like the DVD cover to Brightburn or something.
Yeah, like you're right. The head's a little too small for the rest of.
Like I said, his chest looks huge.
Yeah, the chest and
it,
whatever.
Yeah, it does. You're right. And maybe on both of them it did. It just was something a little different. And like I said, there's like the 2 books or whatever. So
that's interesting with a different book because they've been doing a whole bunch of these different.
These were just 2. Yeah, these were just 2 things I want. The real theme of this is wanted to let people know 2 things, that they're going to have 2 different covers on the Superman book.
Like he's in a
shout out to Phantom of the Opera and dope ass covers because they're making some dope ass covers. So,
all right, and with that,
you're right. He probably does care.
We wrap it up.
Cool. Well, yep. Okay. Wrapping up. Sorry about that, guys. Then we got to get into the take it or leave it, correct?
That is correct.
Well, let's see what we got this week. Take it or leave it. All right.
So let's see what we have this week. Starting with right off the bat, the Peril of the Brutal Dark, which is the latest entry in the new Vertigo series from DC. This one had some good covers, as you saw in our top 5. We picked up a couple different ones, and then
I thought even their cover was good.
Yeah, the A cover was good too. So, what do you got?
There's a lot going on in this book. Felt like.
Yeah, you say there's multiple plot threads. There was a lot going on. I kind of think like there might have been too much. Like this seems like it was a mashup of 2 different books, and both books by themselves seems like they could have worked, but I'm not sure they can work together.
Yeah, like it started off weird too, for like it's like, you know.
Oh, the first little bit. Well, I get
you got to do that to kind of establish a exposition or whatever you want to call it. But I was like watching the opening scene to Raiders of the Lost Ark or something.
No, it felt very. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I was gonna say like the art kind of reminded me of like early Tomb Raider-esque like stuff, and then when I was reading it, I was like, oh shit, this is Indiana Jones. And it was very Indiana Jones, and then it goes noir for a little bit, and then it kind of mashes up noir and Indiana Jones. I guess is the best way to explain it. Yeah. And like I said, I wasn't not feeling the Indiana Jones / Tomb Raider situation.
kind of his dragnet in the middle there.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden,
hey,
yeah,
Sam, what's up
Dragnet.
with this
Thank you.
murder?
Yeah, Dragnet's the not noir, Dragnet, whatever you want to call it. But like, yeah, that like Dick Tracy cop detective story thing going on, Dragnet style, like right in the middle of it, and then combining the two at the end to try to make it work kind of felt sloppy. But I'm gonna read number 2. I mean, I don't know if it's because it's like, is this gonna be a beautiful train wreck? Because it has all the potential of, oh, did the person die underneath the train when the car got hit? That's where we're at the end. Like, or is it just like, oh shit, there's another broken down car because some idiot ran a stop sign? But either way, it's a wreck. Like, it's a wreck either way. It's so I'm gonna give it a quick thumbs up because I'm gonna read 2.
What's the rating for? It barely kept me intrigued enough to read 2. Is that like a
it's crooked thumbs up?
Okay,
Yep.
I guess I'll do the same then, because I guess I'm intrigued to read enough of the second one, but like if the second one goes like the first one, I'm out. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I think I described it correctly, right? Like, it's a combination of Indiana Jones and like, well, Dragnet,
like you said, it almost gives you a little bit of whiplash because it starts off one thing and then like you're in,
and the art matched it, by the way,
or something.
Yeah, and I don't know if the art changed through the book too to tell a story, but it sure seemed like the art wasn't that different. But
it was almost like at the beginning it was like it's supposed to be a flashback or something like that, so they're kind of drawing it in this like hue of
hues, yeah, absolutely.
If this was a TV show, like this would be one of those shows that you would hope that they give you like the first 2 or 3 episodes first, and then give you an episode every week after that, because I feel like another issue right now would have been beneficial because it's set up
us to decide what we're going to do.
Yeah. And then I'm definitely intrigued. I get it. It's a slow burn kind of thing. And I
hate when people say slow burn. That's a good excuse.
Is this like supposed to be an ongoing, or
I'm
is
not saying it's good or bad. I'm just telling you that's what. Well, it's a mystery, and Ezra Kane mystery. So I don't know if Ezra Kane is the main
some
character.
Of these Vertigo and release stuff like this might be better as a trade or something. Just
maybe.
Yeah, right. I wish it was. Yeah, a trade would have been great. So
you know what this felt like? There's a bad idea book out there that they have that this felt like a worse version of that book. Unfortunately. Anyway,
that's saying a lot there.
Oh, sorry. I'm not taking shots at Bad Idea or this book. I'm not taking shots at either one. I'm just saying that's what it feels like.
The Pizza Detective one, was it?
I think so.
That is a little more humorous than this one. I don't know. The art reminded me definitely of old Vertigo kind of stuff too. So I'm on board for the next one. I'm really hoping.
Agreed. All right.
So that's it so far. So let's see what we do. Oh, The Punisher is next. Punisher Volume 15, number 1. Volume 15 of The Punisher.
Good to know we can reboot it that many times.
I was going to bring this up in the comic book talk, but I know we were reviewing it because there was a lot of chatter about this, and it was good chatter. And that worried me because usually when you get good chatter about shit, especially when it's a number 1, especially when it's a Marvel number 1, you know that's going to be a dog. But this was good. They brought back a character that I'm like, sweet. I enjoyed it. I thought it was, it had, we've been reading the Red Band and saying that, because remember there was like 3 Punisher books out at one point, and they all sucked except for Red Band. And we're like, why can't the regular Punisher title just be like the Red Band title? And that's what they did in this book. They finally did it. They finally go, we're just going to make the Punisher again.
I didn't read Red Band, but my understanding was it's toned down on the violence and stuff quite a bit from the Red Band stuff.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, but like of the same ilk though, right? Like of the same, like grind.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying, I think that was what their goal was.
Right. It's not as gory, like,
not as over the top.
Yeah, but even with it being over the top in Red Band, it wasn't the over the topness that made Red Band good.
Right.
It was the like street level grittiness, crime felt like hanging out in the gutter, bro. Like, it's fun. Like, I mean, not anymore. I'm too old, but like, it's fun every once in a while to hang out in the gutter. So like, and it really
Are we
did
not
have that
supposed to
feeling.
spoil these? Is that what the deal is?
Yeah, you're not supposed to spoil it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
But
just
a
when the
character,
guy,
yeah.
the character that you said came back, do you think it had too much of him in it? If it's the same character I'm thinking of.
The character at the end that did the reveal.
Villain character. You think about the villain character?
Well, there's two villain characters in the book. There's one that's in
Well,
jail, and then there's the.
I'm trying not to give it away. I don't know.
At the way end, the villain at the way end. No, I thought they did.
No, I don't mean the way end. I mean the other one.
Oh,
I don't know. I felt like
the other one's like a main. Yeah, I
felt like it should be a co-title of him and Punisher almost. So I feel like there's a lot in it.
Fair to give the reveal for the last guy. Yeah, I think maybe, but I think if you read some of the Punisher going on, like that's kind of how you had to feed it in, because supposedly
that might be.
I
didn't read Red. I didn't read Red Band, so
it wasn't just Red Band. But I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything more because it's going to spoil it for the people that have had to suck through some of the Punisher bullshit books.
Well, I mean, yeah, you had to sit through like the new Punisher who was like dead and a zombie, and like then his wife was a zombie. And,
oh Jesus, yeah.
All that, yeah, that was a bunch of just
nonsense. Yeah,
nonsense. It's the correct word. The art definitely was good in this book as well. Suarez,
up, by the way.
Suarez is the person who did the art.
Really?
And Benjamin Percy is writing. So it's not the greatest art, but it's decent.
Suarez is a solid dude.
Yeah, he did a good job. Jose Luis Suarez.
Oh. He's a
JJ, what did you give this one?
Yeah, I'd give it a thumbs up.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
I'm surprised that this book was good. I'm like, oh, come on, you're making us read The Punisher. There's like 3 other books we could have picked, and I'm glad we read The Punisher. This is like
there wasn't like 3 other number ones this week.
There was a few that you didn't pick for sure.
There's a lot of indie number ones. But...
Yeah,
well, we have a lot of indie number ones on the list.
Fair. But it was The Punisher. I'm like, come on, another.
Yeah, Punisher. I know. Yeah, especially considering the last couple regular Punisher titles sucked.
Finally. All right, let's see what's next here. Oh, look, it's Psylocke Ninja. This is Psylocke Ninja number 2.
Well, we said we were going to hold on now. Last time we did this, we said we were going to go into at least number 2 to see how it goes, see if it can continue.
How'd that work out for you?
I actually liked it.
Ah, come on.
I know. I actually liked it. I liked it. I don't want to tell you why I liked it, but one of the issues I've had with Psylocke for a couple of years now seems to be they seem to be correcting the ship. I also like the Elektra stuff in it too. And this, I mean,
I didn't realize until I saw these covers how much they dress alike.
Oh, you didn't for that one fight scene? That was what I was gonna say. There's a lot of butt cheek, clinching butt cheek fighting going on.
I didn't realize they're pretty much wearing the same outfit.
They are 100%. They're drawn exactly the same.
One wears a bandana.
One's butt cheeks are a little bit more firm, and the other one's thighs are a little bit more firm, more muscle and
Might be the costume, but yeah.
Somebody's gluteus maximus is a little bit bigger in one of these, and somebody's thighs are a little bit bigger in one of these. But I thought it was well, and it leads up to a kind of maybe friendship / rivalry / whatever that I think is intriguing. It's not rocket science what's going on in this book, but it's kind of okay. Like, it's just a ninja book with 2 chicks. Like, no cup. I'm thumbs up. I'm rating this book. I think it's good. It's not just like covers, right? They actually have a storyline inside this book. It could have just been like 2 chicks rolling around in mud, and that's not what it is. So thumbs up.
Sure about that? Yes,
I'm sure. Yes, it almost gets to that point, but then they bring it back.
Dub's suspiciously silent on this.
Go ahead,
Dub.
Go ahead. I will say, the first one started out good, but like, I don't know. I mean, you threw Elektra in here, but was it really that much different than the first book? You had I don't know. I didn't get a lot more than what we got.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't. I mean, I'm not saying like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I thought they did a decent job in book 1. and they continue the momentum too. Is it breaking the world? No, but not every book has got to be breaking the world. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to.
I don't know what to give this, but there's some good covers that I'm going to get, but I'm not going to, I don't want to read it.
Dog shit. Go ahead, JJ.
I probably would, though. I actually didn't read number 1, so I jumped in right to and I was going to double back and read number 1, but I didn't have time, so I just read number 2 here. And maybe it's because I was a little bit more lost not reading 1.
Yeah, you had to read 1.
I was like, this seems like Foxy Boxing or something. Marvel version of Foxy Boxing. I didn't really, I wasn't grasping the story so much, so I guess maybe that's why I focused on the more name.
That's fair.
But yeah, I don't. It didn't intrigue me, and didn't really intrigue me enough to like, man, I gotta go read number 1 now, which I should have done, but I didn't. So I'm gonna go with Crooked Thumbs Down.
That's fine.
Maybe.
Hey, even if
I was a little out of reference, I guess, but
it's all gotta be Absolute Batman or better.
Well, dude, let's be honest. Absolute Batman has a lot of issues that are like this issue. It does. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't always have to be like new character entering. There's a lot of I can't say what I enjoyed about this book, because if I do, it'll spoil the book. But there's a lot of stuff that if you're a fan of one or both of these characters, a lot of issues that they have that I think fans of either one of these characters that have arisen over the last couple of years were rectified in this book. Is all I'm gonna say.
Is Elektra technically a ninja? How does that work?
Yeah, well, I mean, she brought back by the hand, so yeah, I guess.
I mean, like, is the hand like, is that like the Foot Clan?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they are. They're ninja. Yes, I mean, like one of the people that died in the book. One of the people that died.
I know they do martial arts.
No, the foot would not exist if it was not for the hand.
Yeah, one of the people that died in the book has links to the hand and stuff like that. So
Eastman copied it.
And she uses size, and she uses what are those claws called?
Size?
No, the claws.
Oh, I don't know what they're called. I just call them claws, but yeah, I know they go under wrist.
Yeah,
she used them when she was Daredevil too.
Yep. So yeah, good for it. It's all right. I guess that's a do what you want with it then.
Yep, I didn't put it.
We won't be reading number 3 then, apparently, because this is now on the. This has got put in the mid. That's what it got put in. It's got.
My vote counts for your.
Pick it up. Pick it up or don't.
Of course it counts. Spider-Man Venom Death Spiral.
What the fuck?
Yep, that's exactly.
Let me start this off by saying why. Whenever I do a show with Marco, I have to read goddamn Charles Soule book every time. Apparently, gotta do it for all these Star Wars shows. Now I gotta read it for this. Like,
this makes sense.
Why do you make me read Charles Soule books all the time?
I didn't realize who wrote this. It makes sense.
Joe Kelly, Al Ewing, and Charles Soule.
Oh fuck!
All three.
Why must you force me to read Charles Soule books all
the time? I like the art inside. The fucking book is a train wreck. This is like old DC writing in here, where you don't let the art do any fucking talking. It's just headshot, pause.
It's not like old DC writing. It's like every Charles Soule book I've ever read.
Yeah, just wordy fucking insides,
heady narratives and
yeah. Let's have it. Let's do inner thoughts out loud and shit like that. And like, oh my god!
So, what is this setting up?
So somebody died. I thought this was a somebody's
shot,
dead, and then we don't know if
is it setting up an event or something?
No, so it's trying to figure out who the Spiral guy is. The Spiral guy is killing people, and you know what? I don't give a fuck enough to explain it to you. I don't care enough.
I mean, I read the story, so I kind of understand. I just
it's kind of a mystery of who. It's kind of a mystery of who is the Spiral character. Is it the Shocker? Is it Ben Reilly?
Yeah,
is it neither? Did he kill both? Why is he trying to get at it?
I mean,
what's the setup?
I get the story, but I'm saying, like,
is MJ gonna bang fucking Flash? is
what's the future of the story though? Is what I mean. Like, is it going to be like an ongoing
nothing.
series?
The future of stories fucking horse shit.
This one shot.
The
And that's
future
it.
of this story is 8 more issues because it's
No,
a
8 more issues of
9-part
this.
story.
Of
Is it
this,
really?
Part 1
yes.
of 9.
I'll have to find out who the Spiral guy is,
Fuck.
and like if he's gonna kill Mary
So,
J, or if he's gonna
Just to put it
see,
all
that's
in
the thing.
Mary
I'm
J
not-
is gonna bang a legless person because Spider-Man said she's Venom. I mean, dude, who gives a shit?
So, Spider-Man is Peter Parker, Venom is Mary Jane, and Carnage is Eddie Brock.
And
Yeah.
Eddie Brock's son is like 50 now, and apparently he's like living
He's
with some
smoking
dude.
like 8 packs a day.
Yeah, living with some dude. He kind of looks like a chick, and
He's-
somehow the dude doesn't own the house they live in, but has to call Mary J whenever anything happens, and then he brews like a 2-year-old.
Eddie,
Like what?
Eddie Brock's son, or was it Dylan? Right, Dylan Brock
Yeah.
reminds me of. There's an episode of Rick and Morty where Morty's like suspiciously like 34 years old all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah, what a troll! This is just dog shit. Yeah.
So Meyer's saying that Spider-Man is going to turn into Carnage. Is this going to be like a John Paul?
And then
Valley
the Paul
Batman
guy,
thing?
the guy that's just squatting at a house to fucking somehow babysit a full-grown Dylan who used to be Venom. Like, I guess 20-year-olds don't move out of their parents' house anymore, and neither does Dylan because he's like 30 and still living in Mary.
Yeah.
Not even in his parents' house. He's living in somebody else's fucking house who just refuses to go home because she's trying to like maybe platonically
control.
make out with a dude in a wheelchair with no legs. Because she's Flash and he used to be Flash. I don't fucking know.
I like,
like-
we're going to spoil these stories. I'm totally ruined this.
No, this is dog shit. She
So
dumped
is that
who? Paul? She dumped Paul?
She
Okay.
dumped Peter too, so I mean, like,
Yeah.
so
Well, no, Peter dumped her.
Oh,
Peter's
I
like,
see.
bitch, you're Venom, so I don't want nothing to do with you.
Oh, I meant
Which is
before.
weird because wasn't he Venom at one point? Kind of.
Yep. Well, more or
Hypothetically.
less,
Yeah.
technically speaking.
So is that a thumbs down for you?
Fuck yeah, this thing is dog shit. The
JJ?
art was all right though.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I was more leaning crooked thumbs down until you told me this is supposed to be like a 9-part thing. I can't imagine who would want to read 9 more or 8 more issues of this.
Oh, dude, it's been leading in. Like the Spider-Man books have been like all of them, including Venom, have been leading into this.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I was
this is
wondering
like
if it was
the
like
big
an
Spider-Man.
event or something. Like, I don't.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So no thanks.
Yeah. So, I'm sure 8 months from now, somebody's going to tell me what the point of the story was, if there was one.
How
and
great it
who
was
this
is
viral person is. So
get fucked. That's what it is.
Next.
Excuse my language.
Rocketeer Island. Rocketeer the Island. I'm sorry. So this is
What
written
the
by
f-
John Layman and artist Jacob Edgar.
The fuck
So-
was this?
I'll tell you what it was. This is the cautionary tale of when you take a creator's work who has passed away and then try to piece it back together like some sort of weird jigsaw puzzle.
With
yourself.
every independent fucking character you have.
Pretty
Can we
much,
just go
yeah.
to the characters that showed up? Didn't Betty? Well, we all know because of the cover. Betty shows up.
Well, Betty is Rocketeer though. Betty's gonna show up.
Yeah.
Betty showed
we-
up in like all the
Can we
Rocketeer.
spoil
books
who
from
else
that
shows up in
story
here
forever.
at one point?
I don't see why not. No, who's gonna
Tintin shows up for some reason. Fucking Popeye. Yes, Popeye the Sailor Man fucking shows up. Who else showed up? There's like 2 or 3 more people showed up in this book. All just like fucking irrelevant people in this book. Oh, Amelia Earhart shows up for some fucking.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Why the fuck
Well, that was
she
the whole
showed
point
up.
of the book. The whole point of the book
Yeah.
is
The
Amelia
whole point of the
Earhart.
book is fine. Yeah. Spoil it even further for
Yeah,
people.
spoiler alert.
Just
Sorry.
fucking. I'm embarrassed. I bought this book. I'd like a refund. I'm not. Very rarely do I want a refund for a comic.
Like I said,
I want a refund for this comic.
like I said, it was a jigsaw puzzle. Nothing in this thing fit together as a very good narrative.
This may
Maybe
have
they'll
been the
piece it together in later things, but so I'll you know what? Because I love Dave Stevens' work and I love the Rocketeer, I'm gonna give it a crooked thumbs down. That maybe some Rocketeer fan may find themselves like, you know what? I'm really gonna continue this, but like, just don't do this to creators' works. Like,
here's the thing.
if just leave it. Like, if you can take a draft or whatever,
Yeah.
I think it was like a draft of a story that Dave Stevens did or something. If
Okay.
you're gonna do this, like just don't do it. just don't.
If you're thinking about doing this,
If you're doing it this way, just don't do it.
Here's an idea, if I may. If you bought both this and the Spider-Man book, and you're a fan either of The Rocketeer or of Spider-Man, but not of both, read the other book first. So if you are not a fan of Rocketeer, but a fan of Spider-Man, read this book first. It'll make the Spider-Man book seem better.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
Yes. However, if you're a fan of Rocketeer, read the Spider-Man book first, because you'll be like, this is dog shit. Thank God this Rocketeer book isn't as bad as that. They were racing to the bottom of shittiest books of the week.
Yeah. At least with this, you're taking a character that hasn't had a lot of relevancy and is like, basically being revived or whatever. But
none of the characters in the book have relevancy. None. Thumbs down.
Specifically Rocketeer, but yeah.
Any of them. Thumbs down.
I did not get to this book. I will. I mean, I don't know what the next cover looks like for Dave Stevens. I'll take a look at that one.
I'll continue to buy the Dave Stevens cover.
But yeah, I might buy the Dave Stevens cover, but that's strictly if it's, if the cover pleases me, I will buy it. But don't buy this book.
All I know is, what? I stand by my crooked thumbs down because I will not stand for Marco's Tintin slander. What a great character. Slandered the good name of Tintin.
I don't even understand what the fuck the point of Tintin in the book was. Like, I still don't understand it.
All right, and with that, we wrap up our.
I read a bunch of other stuff this week that was not terrible. Inglorious.
Yeah, there was books that were not on the list, but I mean,
we already had a bunch of stuff going on. I didn't want to overload us.
Overcomplicate it.
All right, are we going into? Are we going into the top 10 list?
Let's. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, as you know, we do a lot of different stuff under CIC now. Mainly, that means we're going to have prices on stuff. But here are the three categories. It's great. We talked about this a little bit because when I was on vacay, apparently the chat wasn't as nice to Bruce as they should have been. Or fair enough, he was just capping everywhere. But there's also a couple comments about independence, and he took one aspect of it. And, you got to remember Bruce is kind of new to comics, so he hasn't been through these cycles as much as everybody else. And then I decided to say, well, let's go through some of the cycles, but instead of hating on independent books, let's talk about books that were hyped and kind of see where they were at. We decided to break it down into three categories because it's kind of tough to keep any three of the categories positive. It's going to be great read hype, like, oh my God, this it's so good. It's such a great read. Everybody's got to have the first print because it's such a great read. And that's what would jump the price up. The next group after that would be, it's a TV show that it's already passed by now. We've seen it already, but a TV show or a movie that came out, that's it. And then the third one is kind of like a little bit of a, it got hyped because it was a great, like the Dave Stevens cover you guys just talked about, or there's a great artist on it that everybody loved, like a Tinian, or the word optioned. The word option happened with the book. So we'll go through that.
For independent comics, that word's going to come up an awful lot.
Yeah, well, we that's why we tried to limit it to 3 books per section. We threw an extra book into the movie, and you'll know why. We'll show it later. First off, this is one of my favorites of all time for the independent reads. East versus West. There's 2 here, number 1 and The Summit. I decided to cover both. This thing is a monster. I'll be honest with you. If you want to go out there now, this is kind of a fun book. If you're going to cons a lot and you want to read something that's really long and good, and you have to read the whole story. It took a very long time for this book to go from beginning to end, because a lot of times too, if you know the writer, he doesn't finish stories because he never has enough time to get there. Usually is what happened. But at this point he did. Hickman got a whole universe built, finished the story. So like if you are somebody out there and you're like, oh man, you're in the droves of hunting and you're like, what should I hunt? Try to find all the East versus West. You don't have to get all the variant covers or the prints or everything like that, but try to get the story. It's actually a really good story.
I've heard that a true knight always finishes his stories. So.
Sure. But he's only finished 2 stories ever. So there we go. Eastman, the number 1 though.
Was this one of the ones that he finished? I'm sorry, did you say he finished this one?
Yeah, he finished this one. It took forever, but he finished it. East versus West, when it first came out in 2013, the first 9/8 sold for $292. The last time a 9/8 sold for was in 2018 for $178, which was I think probably around when the series ended, to be honest with you. Since then, not a lot of sales for graded copies. Well, but you do see them showing up once again. You see a lot of this showing up in dollar bin books, or at least back issues. Maybe not dollar bins for some of the 1s and 2s and 3s, but you see back issues coming up. And then the retailer incentive is hard to get. That still sells to this day. 2013, when it first came out, actually that retailer incentive it first sold for $260, which was underneath what the actual first print sold for when it first came out. However, it did have a high at one point of $650. Last couple sales, which were in the last 90 days, were between $350. There's 2 or 3 sales there. So still a little bit pricey, but it was high. Yeah, go ahead, JJ.
This book was a good read. I enjoyed East to West. But I think whoever came up for the cover design for these books should absolutely be fired out of a cannon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Why? I get the East-West thing and like why you'd make it like 2. Why is the bottom thing just nothing?
Well, there was a couple of variants later on where they were making full pages.
Like, why not make it 2 images? I don't know.
Yeah. You're not lying.
I always like it so my cover is 40% of them.
Yeah, right. You're not lying. This is JJ's pick. JJ?
Yeah. So Monstrous, this one is not a finished story. I've enjoyed it as
he did finish things with already. Sorry.
I was about to say this was not finished. I think they're on the issue 60s where they last left it. I think probably the worst thing about this book is they go on hiatus. I don't know what you say frequently. It's been going for I think like 10 years or so now.
Frequently, it's regularly. It regularly.
Yeah. Scheduled, I guess, hiatuses or whatever you want to call them.
It makes Saga look like it's on time.
The thing about both Lou and TAC, I don't know what else they do. Like that's a series. It's like an ongoing series. I know they do like cover work and other stuff. Or at least she does as an artist.
What's this about?
So it's kind of a best way to describe it. I guess a supernatural story, kind of taking place in a fantasy world where she's like a part of a wolf, like hybrid race kind of thing, I think, and there's like a royal storyline and some other stuff built in. But it's a really good book. It kind of reminds me a lot. I guess one reason I like it, it reminds me a little bit of almost like an Eastern manga type tale or something like that. But
didn't they stop in their first hiatus around 5 or 6 or something? Because I think that's what I have.
They've
1
been
through
on
6, and
more
I've
than
never read it.
Like I said, it's been going on 10 years. They're on issue 60, so that tells you the pace they're at. So there's been more than one hiatus. I can't remember all of them, but
Meyer, the sad part is I have them, never opened them before. Never opened them. Yeah. 9/8, so I probably should get it going. Go ahead.
Like I said, the worst part is you're not really going to get an ending, and you're probably not going to get one anytime soon. I think they don't have any plans to.
That's why I don't want to get involved with it.
It's kind of like Saga, and and I almost picked Saga for this list. I was like, this and Saga, like you said, kind of run into the same problem of like, what's their plan to finish it? You're not really sure. The story's super intriguing, in my opinion, but so
9/8 highs were $350. Out the gate, this book was $200 in a 9/8. Now it averages about $100, so it's fallen off a lot for it. I think there was, if I recall correctly, the hype was so big about how great it was, but I think the one thing that this did suffer from, as JJ mentioned, even longer hiatuses than Saga. So, but that's cool.
Hard to keep interest up when you're stopping for 3 or 4 months at a time and then starting again. And so, but like I said, it's super intriguing. I think I have taken to the way I watch some television too, and almost binge reading it, where I'll wait till they're on to their next hiatus before I read what they've done. So
Yeah,
far, as
fair
opposed
enough.
to reading it as each issue comes out. So maybe that's made it a little bit better, but yeah.
And then we got done with going something a little bit more. Is this Rob Reyes is on the cover with Finch? I don't know. Anyways, I just chose a random copy because this is the 1 in 25.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Radiant Black. This is from Image. It's Kyle Higgins is the writer. Kyle Higgins has done a lot of stuff. He recently did that Immortal Legend Batman, but he did a lot of Power Ranger stuff. So this is kind of like that. I mean, the suits and but this is like a lot more adult oriented. And I don't mean that as like Gooner type, but like, and you mean that as like there's violence, people die in this book.
I think
And
we reviewed this when it first came out too. Go ahead.
yeah, maybe I don't remember reviewing it, but I liked it from the beginning. It was a good story, and then they've tied in like a bunch of other. This is Radiant Black, but there's a bunch of other. Inferno Girl Red is out there. There's the Nobody. There's like 5 or 6 different. It's like the Massive verse, not related to the Massive, the publisher. But this is a bunch of different stories, and they all kind of go together. And I read the first. The first few arcs. I probably got up to like issue 18 or 19 before I kind of didn't start reading it every month. Yeah, I still pick them up, but I haven't kept up with the reading. But I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it. Sometimes it drags a little, but there's lulls. But I mean, there's funny parts to it. I like it, and I'm gonna keep.
This was another one too. Yeah, this is another one too that took a couple like issues, a couple months, and then all of a sudden the price started to pop up on the book up to like $150 for the 9/8, and sat there for a while because it was getting reader hype. It really was getting. Like, I think that's with all these mantras.
Didn't this get optioned at one point too?
Didn't
this get optioned at one point too?
Any independent is going to be optioned at one point.
I think everything on that list was probably optioned.
Yeah.
Like at least somebody said it was.
Yeah.
All right. Now we got TV and movie hype.
Speaking of which.
Okay. So I technically put 2 in. So I wanted to do a big one that kind of we all know. And then I decided
who's cheating?
I decided to pick one that wasn't. Well, somebody had to pick 2 because Corbin said, I'll pick something. But then he's like, I won't be on for the show until later. So we didn't have a choice. So here we go. We got the Old Guard. I actually liked the movie that they did, or the was it a Netflix movie or was it a regular movie?
Netflix show, I think.
It was a Netflix show with the Old Guard. With what's her name? I thought they did a really good job.
I only watched.
Maybe it was movies. I'm sorry.
I think it was a movie because I only remember watching like an hour or 2 of it.
No, I watched the whole thing. I thought whatever. I think isn't there supposed to be a second one too that came out?
I think there already has been. I think.
Dang, I missed it. Anyways, it's got Scarlett Johansson in it. Yeah.
No, it's wrong. I didn't watch.
I think it was Charlize Theron.
Or Charlize Theron. Whatever, same person.
I don't know if she was in the second one or not.
No,
I don't know.
They're not the same person.
All right, 9/8 was 45, but when the movie came out, people were really hyping this up. Got up to, and you see this a lot with independents. Went up to about $200 at the high, and it progressively fell the fuck off back down to $51 at this point. Either way, a good book. I enjoyed the movie. I know everybody doesn't, but when it's a Netflix movie, like I think I'm a little bit more lenient. I kind of choose that as like the old school WGN movie night. So, there it is. But that's Old Guard 1. And that's typically, you see a lot of these independents do that. I think that's kind of like the point of some of these movies. And we'll see some more. Next up, we've got JJ with
Deadly Class. I want to say one thing real quick. Greg Rucka, the author for Old Guard, does really good work, though. I do like his writing a lot. Anyways, Deadly Class #1. For those who may or may not remember, this was, believe it or not, a TV show at one point on Sci-Fi Channel for one whole season of 13 episodes or something like that. So for all 6 of you people that watch,
if you remember the Sci-Fi Channel, does that Sci-Fi Channel even exist anymore?
No, it is. What is now the SYFY channel now. Which it might have been when this came out. I think
it was when this came out. It was SYFY. Yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah. So I think it still exists, but I think they show Winona Earp or something on it now.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
But
anyway,
go ahead.
This intriguing story about young people being trained as assassins it made for a good TV show. I actually thought the TV show was really good.
Yeah.
It was a shame they kind of canceled it. It was $250. Now it's down to $38.98. Mainly because the show was canceled so unceremoniously and long ago that I think everybody forgot it was a TV show, anyways. So yeah, it was a really good show on a really bad.
I used to watch tons of stuff on Sci-Fi, and I think they had like four. I would say probably like that run or in SYFI, even that era, probably that like 2016 to like 20. They had great run of like C-rate shows. Like they really were like I don't know if you had WGN or UPN or whatever, but they do those like late night TV movie shows or whatever. And it was always C-rate stuff. It's kind of like the Romero.
They had was it? They had a long running run though. I think it was the Magicians or something like that.
Yeah.
I think one reason why I don't know whether or not this was a successful show on there, despite it, I think it being good, was maybe because it also doesn't really fit. Like, there's not a whole lot of. I mean, it's kind of sci-fi, but there's not a lot of sci-fi.
They didn't have a lot of, but they had all types of weird shit on there. That's
what I'm saying. They had a lot of programming that didn't fit.
They should have called themselves Sci-Fi. They should just call them Weird Shit Channel.
Weird Shit Channel.
The Weird Shit Channel.
I think we got is Revival on that network now?
Maybe. I didn't know the network's still there.
Revival's on some networks, but yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of, you see a lot of this with it where it goes up to like $250. It was just like the last one with the Old Guard too, and then back down to $38 for 9.8. Wow. Yeah. All right, and here we go. Dub. This is one that's currently still on. So
yeah, I mean, this next season's about to drop. I think in about a month. We talked about it last week. I mean, this was a kind of a. I mean, I don't know if it's cheating, but it's an easy one. This is fantastic animated series. They did such a good job with it. The story was great. I never read the books when they came out. And then when I started watching the show, like I wish I would have read the books, but now I'm not going to until the series is over. Then I might go back and read it because I don't want to get any. I don't want no spoilers.
You know what's super weird about this book? And this is kind of interesting, and you see it with some of these independents. And there's one person who you're starting to see it a ton with, the same guy who wrote this, and we'll talk about something else because we got one more book in this section. But just as this book came out when another one of his comic books had started to get popular on television, and it started off at $300. And this book actually fell because everybody's like, oh, it's the option word, like JJ said, it was like, oh, this, and you see it here a lot in independents. Well, he's already got Walking Dead. Oh, his next book, it's going to be option. It's great. Everybody's going to do it. So this started off hot at 300 and then trickled down at one point to like $99, $85 for a 9.8. And now it's 6.2.
Didn't he get some big like TV deal in general, like to start like a TV studio or
supposedly? Yeah, Skybound did, but this wasn't even Sky. This was still under the Image title. Yeah, this is still under the Image title. So, I mean, and then you see it pop all the way up to 6.2 after that, which is, I mean, it is like we're not trying to give the whole story arc of every independent book because it's kind of differs. But when you look at the Kirkman books and Image in general, as far as the independents go, but specifically in Kirkman, like it's a rarity and oddity, but also very consistent. If you get what I'm saying, like the Kirkman products are very consistent.
He has a formula.
Yeah.
Not necessarily narrative formula, but formula.
And a lot of times where you hear books get hyped,
on TV.
A lot of times when you hear the books get hyped, they kind of use the Kirkman narrative as what's going to happen to every book, and it's not. But speaking of that, the last book that I did put in here was the start of it, The Walking Dead. But here's something interesting, and this really is. So it was published in 2003, and the first 9.8 that sold, at least the CG Census one that sold, was in 2012. It actually took a very long time for a graded version. Now, that's also because grading companies weren't that big then. But this book in the first print was available even when the show first started to come out. I remember it being there, and the decision was, do I pick up the Lucy's or do I try to get to the TPBs to catch up to the show? I bought one book and then sold it because I didn't think that there was a future in comics, and I was wrong about that.
Whoops.
Like especially particularly this comic. Like I just that like that the TV show, you gotta get rid of it, you gotta go. So, but when the first 9.8 was 1.4. This is also something that's very interesting, and particularly in Kirkman books. And I really want to go back and see what happens with Invincible after it's done, because and I know Walking Dead technically is still on, but let's be real, The Walking Dead is not technically still on. Spin-offs and other bullshit on, but The Walking Dead has been dead for a long time.
Yeah, well, and it spun off of the comics like forever. I mean, even when it was The Walking Dead, it had spun off of the comics.
Yeah, I mean when when they killed off the governor, like they really screwed a lot of things up. And I think he openly admitted to it at one point.
I will say,
but the average when the book was out there for when the show was on was about 3.2K. That was the average when the show was like at its peak prime. But now you'd figure it would have fallen a lot more than that, but it didn't. It's still 2.7, and that's where I find the case. I think like when we look at the Kirkman / Skybound / like that independent TV portion of it, once again, not like Deadly Class, not like Old Guard, not like, and we could go down a list of 1,000 other things. But I think this is
let's not get too carried away, because Outcasts may have some.
Okay, I mean, but hold on.
Wait a second, hold on.
Yeah, well, time out. Let's. Outcast lasted what, a whole
one season?
It didn't even lead us the season, like 3 episodes. But what hurt that was, and I don't think it was the only thing, but what hurt it was, does Cinemax even exist anymore?
I think it got rolled into HBO. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Cinemax was getting decimated as that show was rolling out. And hey, look, if that's his L, we can put it on as an L, and maybe in part 2 we look at that book.
What was the other one that was? It was like one of the first Skybound ones, and it got optioned. And I don't think everything ever happened to it.
Never happened.
Like October or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't happened yet. Well, yeah. I mean, Negan was his. Even T-Dog couldn't save it. Negan was his try to fix the governor problem because he killed governor too early. All right, now here we go. Wild card hype. This is not actually made, but hyped. It was hyped as being optioned, still not made to this. It was hyped because of a cover, or it was hyped because of artist, ECT, etc. Started off, and this is why we didn't get too much into Saga earlier. And the difference between Saga, I think, and Monstrous was we were always told, because of Fione's art schedule, that there would be, it would go into an arc situation, and then they'd pause for a couple months and then bring it back. The only thing that I would say different between Monstrous and Saga is Saga now is about 2 breaks over where it should have been. It should have ended already. They had enough to end it. They actually had an ending in the story, and then decided to come back after the hiatus and bring it back again. And they probably shouldn't have. But I will also say this about it. It did take a while, even though this was very popular for the reader hype, it did take a while for it to hit, because there was a good reader fan base, but people were already getting burnt out of the usual, like, it's a good read in independence. This book came at the end of a cycle in 2013 where you saw a lot of this book is a great read hype. So when it came out at that point, sure, some people were like live or die because they already liked, Why the Last Man, and they were stands for Brian K. Vaughan. By the way, shout out Brian K. Vaughan. Wonderful human being, by the way. Wonderful human being. Great dude. Just amazing dude. Everything else. But like, they had already done that. Like, if you're the guy that's reading Stand on Guard and you've got all the copies of that, if you're the guy that was, if you're the guy that did the like pay whatever you want thing for Private Eyes, you know what I mean? If you got the why from beginning to end, like if you're that dude, then you were in the comic shop hyping this up. This is the greatest thing ever. This is amazing. Plus there was boobies in it too. I mean, tastefully done. And that wasn't something that you always had seen. But what really got this book from starting to sell there in 2013 was right around the time, and got it pumped up to 5.5 actually at its high at one point, just for this A cover, 315 for averaging. But was this right here, which is book number 12. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but you could still find first print copies of 1, 2, and 3 on shelves till book
Pubes.
12 came out. And yeah, pubes. Yep. So in book 12, there's I'll never forget the image. It's a huge, giant troll, naked ass giant troll with a ton of pubes and a little Swanston. And Apple decided that it was going to. Now, there's been titties in this book all over the place. There's titties and all, like, just, I mean, like, not untasteful titties, like breastfeeding titties, you know, just like a nipple slip titty, something like that.
For the story, quote unquote.
Yeah, for stories.
Yeah, the story.
But all of a sudden, a 20-foot giant with a big belly gut and a micro penis shows up. It must live in Arizona. Anyways, and then all of a sudden, Apple banned it. And that caused the downfall of all these people to start going, wait, what's this book about? And rushing. And then it went to like 4 prints for the first.
So put loincloths on your giant baby character.
Or don't, because that really got this book.
That's true. Yeah,
it really hyped this book up where it started to
controversy is the selling point, I suppose.
The other thing was that a lot of people were call this the retailer incentive or recall book. We don't know if that's true or not, but but in 9/8 sold for 600 in 2013, and that it showed up on recalled books, and that's kind of how it happened on the internet. And if that happened, the book would kind of get hyped. It got up to about 4K at its height, and now it's back down to 2K. Well, shit. Oh, well, yeah. You shouldn't have bought it last summer. All right. Yeah, you could just squint or like look the giant in the eyes. Like, it's just like being at the gym. Like, you don't have to look down. If you drop the soap, just keep on moving. That's not your soap anymore.
Before we move on, do you think, like, when it applies to these long-running series that never seem to end and been going for a decade or whatever, like this and Monsters, do you think they go up in value or go down in value or stay the same after the last issue? Like the official last issue, like we're done. Once that is pressed and put out, do you think that helps or hurts it? Like the first book or whatever the most top is. Or...
I think it helps the last couple issues. I don't think it helps the first couple. Not unless, I mean, the problem with this, I'll be honest with the problem with Saga is 2 things. 1, I think people are nostalgic about a time. 2, let's be honest, people, till it was micro penis troll, people weren't really picking up the book. They didn't think it was that great. Then it became like a situation where I think people hang their hat on Saga, saying, like, I mean, you talk to people right now, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I love Saga." They're not reading it. It's not. It is not what it used to be. You know what I mean?
I think the kind of the like what something you mentioned earlier, I think hurts it more than anything nowadays is the faint ending. like yeah, you know, maybe we're done now. This seems like it's the end. Like even Vaughn was kind of like, you know, we'll see if we come back to it type of thing, and then he came back to it, and I think that kind of. Now you're like, well, where does it end now? And then they're saying, well, oh no, like I'll finish it at some point, I guess, maybe. Like,
yeah,
I think that leaves people with a sour taste a little bit.
I do too. I think you lost some. That's kind of what I was saying too. I mean, I think when you look at like his other title, like why had so many issues? How many fucking issues did Y have? It was forever, but he got to the end, right?
Yeah.
And there were parts in the Y where you're like, it might not have seemed like it was very Saga-esque where there's parts and where you didn't think it was good to the end. The problem with Saga, and what was it, around 60 or 50 or no 46
60,
somewhere.
60
I thought it was like 50. I thought it was like 55 or something. I thought it was
55, and they had 5 more issues after that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but I think around 46 he took a big pause too, and around that was before she turned into like a super old. They killed off a couple of the characters that one of them came back.
They also threw time skips in there.
Yeah. But I think that was the last one where it was like he could have ended it there, and I think it would have been in a good place. And I think there'd be screams of like, especially now with what you can do on television, like let's finally get this going. The problem with it was there's too much hype around like why isn't this option? And you know why it wasn't option. Because you're not having a mom become a hooker so that she can do drugs, space drugs, while a giant troll has micro penis everywhere.
That sticks, like Star Wars.
Yeah, you're not doing that. So like, but now you kind of can do that, I guess. Like people give 0 fucks anymore. So you can kind of do that. But I think you're right. Too many people got off that hype train. They got
I
out
think
of the
too.
book.
It spiraled to a point where now, like, it's going to be really hard to, without making like major adaptational changes for like a visual medium like television or a movie. It's almost too unwieldy to do this thing.
Well,
and
once
have it
again,
be
I
anything
think
that faithful to the
yeah, I
source
think
again.
if it was like 42, 46, wherever that was, wherever that pause was, if he would have stopped there, I think you could have done something with it. I don't think you can. And now I don't think you can. And to be honest with you, I think you're right. The interest, there's only so much hype you can get it. You're never going to have a number 12 again. You're never going to have that. So why, I don't.
You can't put that lightning back in the bottle and
No, you absolutely
shoot it
can't.
back
But
out
anything
again.
that they do visually is not going to live up to this series because of the things that you're saying, like the prostitute or the mom who wants.
Well,
to
I'll be honest with you.
The way that things look, the way the costumes are, the way like there's so much.
I don't think that has anything to do with the dub. I don't think people were actually reading this fucking book. I don't
I think
even
there's people that were. I don't know if there's many people as are buying it, but I know there's plenty. I personally know half a dozen people that love Saga and read it.
I've talked to people that hold on now. I've talked to people that say they love Saga before. It's kind of like people saying that they love football, but they only like fantasy football. They don't actually like watching the game. They like fantasy football because they can talk to their friends about stats and everything else, but they don't actually like
watch
the game. They don't actually the sport. They don't actually like.
Well, it's been around almost so long now. It's almost a little bit of a nostalgia play, isn't it?
That's
yeah. And I mean, your fans. I think Dub's right. I think there are still readers of the book, but I think the problem becomes the readers of the books now are the hardest of the hardcore readers.
But I also think
if you go to make a TV show, it's hard to make a TV show for the hardest of the hardcore readers because they're not gonna like it. Or
I agree too, but I also think it has a little bit of and you see this in every genre. Like there's points where people are like, well, just knowing this growing up in the 90s and stuff like that, like, oh, I'm the biggest like grunge rock fan, or I'm the biggest, this is cult. It's a cult thing. I'm part, they'd always say like a cult classic and like True Romance. Everybody like, oh, I love True Romance. And you're like, cool. And then you talk to them about certain things and you could tell that they saw it, but they didn't really watch it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't actually like that. But whatever the next cult,
they remember it in a different way than it was.
Yeah. Remember the next, whatever the next cult classic movie was, or cult classic song or genre of music that was coming out, they were all in on it. I think in the 2000s they called them, what were they called? Not trendies, whatever they called them people, but like you'd see them jump from here to there. And I think that's kind of what happened. That's what kind of happened here too, is like it was cool to say the word Saga because it was the independent book. You could say, I read comics, I read Saga. But
you think, is this the new Sandman? Remember Sandman in the early 2000s?
Yes.
Is this the new Sandman?
Yes. I
read Sandman. I'll say it.
Yeah, you read really? You read a movie theater Sandman? Because I don't read that shit. Like yes.
Sandman Mystery Theater?
Or History Theater, yeah.
I read I didn't like it. I read some of it.
No, but what I'm saying is like, everybody who says like, I'll never say like, yo, I was the biggest Sandman fan. Because I wasn't. I'd read some books here, but I wasn't on it. But like, and I think JJ, you're on the same thing. This is the case of that. It's the case of Constantine. Oh, I love Hellblazer. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you like when Constantine was like gay banging in bars? Like, because that happened too. You know what I mean? So, anyways,
I read it all.
Maya reads it up.
No, I read all of it.
All right, too long of a tangent on that one. Good conversation though. All right, JJ, what do you got here?
I won't bore anyone with long tangents on this one. So this is Hack Slash, My First Maniac, which I think was the third spinoff of Hack Slash. I think. But anyways, it starts off on a 9.8 at its high. It really hasn't dropped that much. There's not. This is the cover. Believe it or not, this is only a cover B. This Frizzen was not a ratio or anything like that. But it's done remarkably well for what it was.
Hold on, JJ. I got your back though.
What's that? There was a second.
print.
There was a second print, which all they did was change. I think they maybe made it a little bit brighter color, but really all they did was change the trade dress to a brighter color too, and then call it a second print. But yeah.
Supposedly there was a sale in 2004 for $850. It's been the only sale ever. So
In a
Sometimes
9.8.
that's
Wow.
kind of, yeah.
I
Sometimes
used to own 2 raw copies of the second print, but never a 9.8.
There some 9.6s sell. The 9.6s sell, but it's only like 120, 130.
And I had raw copies that even if I subbed them, they wouldn't come back 9.8.
Yeah, Hackslash had its moment in this.
I still always I kind of have a soft spot in my heart for Hackslash. It's a good little kind of like horror.
Go ahead.
Over the top, kind of almost over to the top sometimes, to the point of where the gratuity and I guess gore is a little comical, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But it sometimes,
you know what I think it is? It's kind of funny because you already mentioned Sandman, but when I think about Hackslash, I think about Crossed. There's like a group of people that like
faithful few
that like it's their shit. Like, and by the way, Hackslash is not anywhere. I'm not saying it's anywhere on the like. I mean, I have a good friend who loves Crossed, and I'm like, you do need to see like a therapist.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's of the same ilk where it's it really is cultish. It really is that kind of like,
and it feeds into its own fandom, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's, even at times it's even a little meta, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I mainly pick it up anymore if I see a good cover, like for a Hackslash book.
And that's kind of what, the Hackslash people like the cover. Whenever you hear somebody that loves Hackslash, the cover situation is they dig it. But there's some great covers for it. I mean, obviously with the Frizzen.
Yeah. There was always a lot of, this is when Image did a lot of B covers, so there's B covers for every issue almost.
This was a great cover though.
Yeah. There's some other Frizzen that are not quite as highly valued as this, but there's some other Frizzen art B covers that do pretty well too still. So
the Hackslash hero.
Yep.
All right, we lost Dub, but we'll cover his. His is Department of the Truth. This is everything. This is option, good read, great art covers, great artists, great writer. Go ahead, Dub.
Yep. No, you said it. You just said it all. You're good. Keep going.
Yeah. So I mean, this started off. First one was 60. Got some hype, a little bit of option hype, a little bit of like, oh, it's the greatest story of all time hype. 140 on the high, 76 on the average. Now, this is the book he wanted to put up as the cover example. What is this cover F?
Yeah, it was like a 1 in 100, I think.
There's like 15 covers. There's like 1,000.
There was a lot of covers, plus like so many retailer exclusives as well.
This thing started off at $300, went up to 1.4K, back down to an average of $300 last couple of sales. I think Department of Truth have had that arc as a whole.
I love this book. This is the last purchase or deal I made with our friend Roger. Before he passed away, so I bought this book from him in a 9.8.
Dang. Hopefully not for $1,400.
I did not pay $1,400 for it. No.
I know Roger's always good.
Yeah, he's a good man. He was a good man.
Yeah. Anyways, so that was it. Oops, sorry, that's something else we might be doing later.
Before we move on from that real quick, just what do you guys think that? How far along in the production process is the show for this? Do we know?
There was so much.
I always said I didn't think this would ever get made.
I'm with you. Like, and now there's an X-Files reboot happening or something as well, and this is like along that. It's a conspiracy story, and they dive into so many different. I mean, like they've covered like Kennedy, they've covered Bigfoot, they've covered like aliens. So there's so many different things, and they all tie together. It reminded me of X-Files a little bit, which is why I liked it. And then I don't think. This wouldn't. I mean, who knows what will happen, but I don't think this would do. Making this as a show would be a hard sell. I think it'd be rough.
Just give it to Ryan Murphy and have him change everything, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, there's not Ryan Murphy. But there's so many. There's other things that are like this, and there's other Tinian properties that would probably do well before this one would. Like if something killing the children needs to, like that would do better than this. So, and Netflix supposedly he had some deals with Netflix, but I don't.
Well, let's not get too deep into it because we're definitely gonna come up. Especially if you guys tell us below if you guys really like this and this thing. Usually we try to do different stuff once a month. This was our once a month thing for this. But we'll probably get into section 2 where we'll section it back out for you guys. So, just leave it below. If you guys liked it, let us know, and we will we'll do that. Do you have your new segment ready, Dub?
I do have it ready. Yes.
Okay, I have to go make a quick phone call, but I'm going to seg you in.
Wow.
This segment better not suck
that
after
artist
that
is
interest.
that artist is really good. We should like hire them a lot.
Yeah, that's Pete. All right, here we go. So our new segment that we're going to try out is it's called Pronunciation 101.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
So, oh, come on, this is good. It'll be good for you.
I got to go make a call, actually. I'll be right back.
But I made this whole thing for you.
Well, it sucks. I didn't know that. You should have told me what it was. I was
auto fail already.
All right, so we're going to talk about pronunciation and how do we know it's the right way to say the name, right? So I went with a couple different things, and if the person says their own name, if another person who would know says their name, like a friend or industry professional, something like that, or there's a phonetic spelling available somewhere from the actual person, like there's a lot of names that, we get right, we get wrong, like we're not really sure how to say it. So let's start with our first one here, and hopefully this works. So the first one, we're going to go with this guy right here. Sinkowicz. We don't, So this is in wikis. I've heard his name said a bunch of different ways. So he did the first Transformers cover. He just currently did Dead Samurai. He did a lot of good Moon Knight. He did Elektra. He's done so much stuff since I think the 80s, right? Early 80s. He's probably been doing covers and art since then. So trying to figure out how to say his name correctly. It goes to I went to his website. And on his website, he literally has his phonetic spelling available. Sin Kev Itch.
That's gotta be
right, like I said, for Bill art.
It's gonna be so painful for like somebody that probably goes to cons all the time and stuff to have that last name, and people 9 times out of 10 do not.
Yeah, nobody knows how to spell it. They say it wrong. Yeah,
you're just hearing them stand in line. Like, I love Bill Sinkiewicz's arts. You're like,
Sinkowicz. Yeah, exactly. So I've heard so many people say a Sinkowicz and the wrong way. So this was an easy way. I tried to find it, him saying it, but he put it out there for all of us to know. Sinkevich. The accent is on the middle syllable there. So Sinkevich. So that's the first one.
Our panelist who's not with us too will often be like, "That's not how you say his name." I think the dude knows how he says his own name.
Yeah, he knows how to say his name, right? Yeah. This is Marco's supposed to be listening to this because this would help him immensely. So we're gonna move on to our next one. This was the one that kind of made me think of all of this and how and what. So our next guy.
Oh wow.
Right? How do you say this name? I've heard it pronounced.
I've always said it. Like aha, like almost like the band, but I think it's supposed to be aha. But that's how I say it. It's guess Aja. I don't know. I know everybody says Aja.
Everybody says Aja. Some people say aha. So some of the stuff he's done. Let's just look at it really quick. This is like a few examples of his work, but he has like a simple line art style that, there's not a lot of shading, I guess, like, I don't know. I love his art style. I pick up as many of his covers as I can.
Yeah. Subtle use of color. He always has a really subtle use of color that works really well.
Yeah. Not too much. His color palette is very limited on each cover.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. So I actually went out, and this is the one that I hope works. So I found a video clip of him being interviewed. See if you can hear this. So it's not playing. Let's see if I can make it play. Hold on, let me see if I can make it play.
And absolutely not least, welcome to David Aha for Thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome, David.
Hi.
So that was an interview that was on Dark Horse official. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I heard what she said. Was that the right pronunciation?
So she's
Okay. Because his face
him.
almost looks like that was wrong.
Yeah. No, I saw a couple different interviews of that, and this was the one that was on Dark Horse channel. So she's interviewing him and Karen Berger and Nocenti. So I figured it was kind of legit with all the people being there. They all worked on a book together. So David Aha is the correct way to say his name. And that was another person who would know.
Like I said, I always remember the band.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he's just being polite and doesn't want to correct her in the middle.
His face did look a little like.
Yeah, he looks kind of like that's not how the fuck you say my name, bro.
No, it's
I'm sure it's right.
It's correct.
Let's see.
And then we have one more.
How do you say
So this one
is
Geist.
Gist. You know,
Gist.
multiple different
Get
ways
the
to say
gist
his
of it.
name.
Get the gist
Yeah.
of EEM.
So he's done a few things. That mall covers a new one that's coming soon. It's actually a Mandalorian on the mall cover. He did that Moon Knight, Swamp Thing,
I did that
God of War. Yeah, he did all the covers on those books. I think.
I did not know that.
But he's did a lot of Star Wars covers and a lot of Moon Knight covers. So he did the current Moon Knight cover where he's in the casket and he's like laying like this in there.
Yeah.
So I've actually found a clip here of him talking about it. Let's see if I can make this one work.
Hey everybody, I've been told that there's some debate on how to pronounce my name. So my full name is Eric Marcus Gist, E.M. Gist. So the last name is pronounced Gist, not Gist or Geist or Geist or any of that stuff.
Nobody calls you Geese. Shut the fuck up, dude.
It's Eric M. Gist, E.M. Gist.
I like how we got all the wrong
If you see me out and
pronunciations.
about, just call me Eric or
No, you don't even look like nobody. Wait, slow down. Shut the fuck up. First off, if somebody sees you out, they're not gonna know if you're the barista or EM Gist. Like nobody's
He
gonna know.
probably
Who the fuck
means
you
at
are.
a con. He
Yeah, I
knows
think he
nobody's
means
going to recognize him
when
on
you're
the
standing in line to
No,
get
no, this
autograph.
motherfucker just said when I'm out and about. He didn't say when I'm at a con. He said when I'm out and about and you run into me, shut the fuck up.
This is what I
Nobody
mean when
cares.
Marco's like, you don't even know how to pronounce your own name.
Right.
Yeah, you
Like,
don't
I'm sure
even
he
know how to
doesn't
pronounce your own damn name. Shut up. No, well, he pronounces it the way I pronounce it, so he's right. But like this is just
the
stupid.
other
like
way.
that.
You're right by pronouncing his name correctly.
Nah, that's not true.
He's right by pronouncing it. You are not right. You're only right because he said it.
Either way, like who gives a fuck?
I care. People names are pronounced
Like I said, he probably does.
Most
when
people
you're-
care. Yeah.
Apparently he
You
did because he
don't.
made this stupid
Obviously, you
video
don't
that
care.
first off, go back to that. Nobody's pronouncing his name Geist or whatever the fuck he was saying on there. Geese. Nobody's saying geese. Nobody's calling him that.
I don't know. You know,
How
I
do
can
you
see
know?
some
You don't
people
spend
thinking
time
the
with
T
him.
is
We
silent.
hear people all the time say all types of shit, including myself. Never once has anybody called them geese.
Yeah, some of the
see
stuff that you call people, like people would say, no one ever says that.
Maybe
and you
maybe
say
the
those
T
names.
is silent.
Like
I
you
guess
literally
so.
pronounced the
It's
word
meant to be
monstrous. You
It's
said
meant to be
monstrous
funny.
every single time.
Look it. It's
You
meant
didn't
to be
say
funny.
monstrous correct one
That's
time
not
this whole show. Not once. Did you
What?
say it correctly?
Monstrous.
It's monstrous, not Montrose, not monstrous.
Montrose
You said
is.
it like 5
Eric-
different ways. You didn't
Eric
say it the right way.
Montross.
Yeah.
Former basketball player.
So yes,
You didn't
people
see
do
that?
care if you say it correctly.
Fortress, Montrose, whatever. Let's go.
Yeah, it's worse with actors' names. You should do the next one on actors' names, though.
Who else did you
Trying
do
to keep it
besides
comic book
geese? Who else did you do besides geese and
David
Aja?
Aha, David
You did
Aha,
Sinkovich.
and EM
Oh, you did
Sienkiewicz.
Sinkovich? Oh yeah. Hey, Sinkovich legit ass gets mad about it. You gotta say his name right. He gets mad.
Oh, so the one guy it's okay, but everybody else doesn't matter.
Why would
Well,
he
I mean,
care if
that's
he
how
got
it
his name wrong?
He fucking cares. Like he cares.
So what makes you think the other guys don't care?
Well, Gist apparently cares because he's fucking making shit up.
I think
Well, let's go
I
back
think
to
David-
Aja.
I think-
Because
I think
Aja
David-
over there.
it's not Aja. He just told you. It's not
It is because Aja over there did not seem like that lady was calling him by the right name.
Yeah, but
He was like,
I have a
"Bitch,
feeling
how you gonna
after-
screw my name up on this
After the lesson
website?"
quiz, he's already failed.
Huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Marco has already failed.
That's not
Already
true.
failed the
He
pop
never
quiz.
said out of his mouth, "You pronounced my name right." He looked at her like, "Bitch, did you just call me that?" That's what he looked at her like.
His face never looked like that. You just
JJ.
made that all up.
He did make a funny face, but I think he
Yeah.
probably would have said it, or something if he was pronouncing his name wrong.
Anyways,
Yeah, I looked up multiple places, and I only gave you one clip to show you the correct thing. So I have verified.
maybe he's just too polite to the correct people.
His native language is Spanish. He's from Spain.
At least he's not like he's not like Geese over there just making shit up. If you run into me, don't call me Geese. Okay, buddy. All right, good segment, Dub.
It's the foreign ones that are always tough.
Where's Corbin?
I always like when nobody puts the comma in Delato's name, so it's Delato, like one word, like Delato.
Yeah.
Delato.
How do you think he pronounces it? Do you think he pronounces it Delato?
Well, maybe we can put that on the list for a future lesson.
All right, let's get into some news, I guess.
Granov, or Granov.
80 Granov.
There's one that I've been saying incorrectly that I learned. So
which one?
We'll save that one for later.
Grandolph? Grandolph's not how you pronounce Grandolph?
That's not even his name.
It's not even an F. Why would
That's
say
not even
Grandolph?
Grandolph.
Who that is.
OV? Off?
Grandolph.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Grandolph.
There's no D.
Is there even a D in the name?
No, it's Grunoff, right?
Granoff? Granoff? Is it Granoff?
Gandalf? What?
It's definitely not Grandolph. I know that. I don't know what it is. I know it's not Grandolph.
Grandolfini?
Yeah, it might be that.
Oh, Lord.
All right, let's get into news. Fun segment. Can we see how we can mispronounce their name? Let's invite them on so we can mispronounce.
They see it every week on the show.
Dude, I want Gist on here. I want Gist on here so I can just call him Geese.
I would like to invite Dub onto the Star Wars podcast to give a similar lesson about
hold on.
Star Wars names.
Oh, I said the wrong thing out there.
Another thing Marco was wrong about. Sorry, JJ. What were you saying?
I said that we need Dub. We need you to come on and give a guest lecture. I'm being silenced. Silenced. I've been silenced.
Can I make my guess point now?
Can you make your what?
I want, first off, with Gist, the two things.
Still not saying it right. How are you not?
It doesn't matter. I'm at this point. I'm not saying anything. First off, don't be mad that people don't know what the E and M stands for if you sign everything EM. Number two, nobody gives a fuck
about that. He didn't sound mad about that at all.
He absolutely did. Yeah.
I think it was
number two.
And you're like
number two. Can we invite him on the show so we can just call him Geese?
We can't because you just called him a liar. So he's probably never going to come on the show.
About his own name.
You don't know about that. I bet you we can find a random dude on the street that looks just like him come on and act like he's
definitely not going to come on.
Okay.
That'll endear him real well.
As long as you don't call him Gimp, you're probably.
Yeah. Dub, you haven't been at the bar with me with a lot of these guys, but listen, I've said much worse to people that probably been on our show before, actually. So
nobody here is shocked by that fact.
Nah, absolutely not at all.
Yeah, they're like, oh, just some drunk guy from Michigan.
They probably think you're from Ohio at that rate.
Yeah,
no,
probably.
They actually know. They know where I'm from. All right,
all right. Let's talk about the box office this week, and it is.
Yeah, this is the show. Go. You didn't even ask. I could have told you.
That's great.
Dude, like it's basketball season for the Utes. It's basketball season for the Utes. This is all the rage. All the Utes love to go see this and say it's a great movie. I have no clue what it's about.
Well, I mean, what other movie can they go see?
Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
A lot of kids. A lot of kids going to that.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is like they did a good job marketing this towards kids because I've heard about this movie now for about 2 months, going on 2 months. I say what it's about, and they're like, it's a goat that plays basketball. And I said, like, bah goat, and they're like, yes.
How many disappointed guys were there that went on a date with the Wuthering Heights movie for that $14 million, and later found out that there's in a movie with Margot Robbie and a bunch of sex scenes, there's no actual nudity. What a shame.
What's Wuthering Heights about?
I don't know. Isn't it based on the book, right? Like the book, yeah. Margot Robbie and falls in love with some dude. I don't know. I've never read the book.
I never read it.
It's a famous book or whatever.
It's based on the book. Thanks for that. Okay, good.
Or show or something. I don't freaking know.
Shout out
I would go watch it.
People.
My $15 isn't part of that $14 million.
No,
Yeah,
the youth, however, saying the goat is it. So
yeah, 16.9 million. So, like, I mean, on a slow weekend, I mean, it's still.
Who is this? Who did the goat? Who? What house is this in?
I don't
know. You mean movie studio? I don't know.
Do we know what the premise of this is? Is this? I mean,
it's a goat that plays basketball.
Let's say aren't they athletes, like basketball athletes?
You sound like the 8-year-olds that are telling me what this show's about. That's what I asked them.
What do you want to know? It's a goat that plays basketball. What do you want to know?
Characters.
All I know is
a lot of
the.
Well, originally I thought it was like the internet where there's a goat that's like kicking a ball into like doing hot shots.
It's the goat, the character in the middle, dreams of being a star basketball player. I don't know how else you want to describe it.
I'm not sure what more you want.
So is this like Space Jams, but like not with regular people or something like that, or
non-humans? Yeah,
not without.
Sony made this movie.
Sony.
I'm pretty sure a lot of basketball players voiced different people.
Caleb McLaughlin, Steph Curry, Aaron Pierre, David Harbour, Bobby Lee, Angel Reese.
Except for David Harbour, he's definitely not.
I see which one's Angel Reese. She's the ostrich, I assume.
She plays prop.
My question is, why does the giraffe have no body or neck, or is that just hidden behind the thing?
Why
looks like a floating head.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the kids will like it, so there we go. All right.
It's for the children.
It's for the kids.
All right,
the youths.
On to the next. So an animated Venom movie is in the works. Speaking of Sony. The guys who did Final Destination Bloodlines and Tom Hardy is involved in some capacity.
Is this going to be like a not a kids Venom or a like teen Venom? This is going to be like a all ages Venom, like a R/ not that the ratings matter, but you understand what I'm saying.
R is not all ages.
Yeah, the Final Destination Bloodlines makes me think it's going to be not marketed towards children movie.
Yeah, not talking to little kids. Yeah.
But I don't know. Tom Hardy is executive producing it, so it's probably going to be
who did the voice of Venom in the movies?
That's who it was, Tom Hardy. Yeah.
That's Tom Hardy, yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know if we did the voice of
not Eddie, but actual.
Yeah,
Venom.
that's a good question.
They should get that guy.
I feel like it was him too, but
I have a feeling it probably was him.
He does do a lot of voices, so it probably was.
He does a lot.
All right, let's just keep moving along here.
Including the Wandering Jew.
And Bane.
That's why I think Bane sounds a lot like Venom. That's why I think it's him doing it.
Probably.
What do you think about
it? We got a new poster and trailer for this movie.
God,
looks interesting. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm watching this movie. I just don't know. But this is a movie I think needs. TV, your television in your house is so good that I'm not sure we need to see.
Didn't some of these characters die in the first one?
Does it matter?
I guess not. Like, is that Kano up there? Didn't Kano die?
Does it matter?
No, I suppose not. But...
No, it does not matter.
Apparently not.
So you're talking about the one that came out during COVID, right?
Yeah.
JJ? It was like a hybrid release. Yeah. This is the sequel.
That was the one with that was a really good fighting scene with Scorpion and Sub-Zero, right? That one.
Mm-hmm. Where it's like their old ninja clan.
Yeah. That's cool. I don't know if this is related to that.
I think it was. It's a sequel to Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, I know.
Well, I thought this was a sequel to the 1990 sweet film
Mortal Kombat.
That already had a sequel, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And a TV series.
Well, this is coming out on May 8th.
Another guy randomly named Cole that's not in the video games at all to star in this movie.
No,
I don't know. I like that last one. I like the last Mortal Kombat. So
Wasn't bad. Could have been worse.
All right, so then we're going to talk about more Netflix WB news. So what we're going to talk about is co-CEO Ted Sarandos has a plan once/if the purchase goes through, and he says the plan is they will release films theatrically if they buy Warner Brothers, 45 days of theatrical exclusivity, then will be released on digital, then later released to streaming on HBO.
What they do now?
Dog crap be over
So
already.
exactly, JJ. Like, isn't that exactly what happens now?
Is that the plan?
That's the
Our
plan that
is to
he
do the same thing we've been doing.
exactly what we're doing.
No, he said that. He has said that. He said that 2 months ago when they originally did this. He said their plan is to do exactly what they do right now. They're not
Maybe that's
changing
the because people were not understanding what the plan was, so that's
or they don't trust him.
Yeah.
Well,
this is their plan.
I think they got confused because he said the Warner Brother and the movie products are saying we're going to be able to do other stuff in other avenues, and I don't think. Well, also he said it on CNBC News, so I don't think a lot of people listen to CNBC.
Contractually, they may not be able to do it, but I think the big fear be that they roll HBO Max into Netflix and make it like one, kind of like what they're doing with Disney and Hulu, where they're separate, but they're not really separate.
No, they're going to do. That's where the sticky point is, where Paramount's paying off the diaper boy to try to get him to stop the deal, because he's saying that it'll be a multi-conglomerate thing and that it'll get shut down because of that. He'll have too much as a monopoly. They're going to absorb. He already said on that CNBC interview about a month ago, he already said we're going to incorporate most of the HBO.
Have to, otherwise you'd be competing against yourself. It wouldn't make a lot of sense, right?
Right. So they're going to incorporate the streaming portion, anything that would be considered. Anything that would be, they're trying to buy HBO so that they could improve the production level of their streaming services and streamline that, just like HBO already does that through Max. So those services will be integrated into Netflix. They will also still retain the portion of theatrical releases. Sorry, I'm doing this off of memory. Theatrical releases and the same time frame that Warner Brother currently does it. So like everything's pretty much going to stay the same. They're just going to invoke one part of it into the Netflix umbrella, which is the streaming portion of it, and the other portion, the theatrical portion, would still be the same way that WB runs their theatrical portion. So I guess the long way to answer your question is yes.
Changing it by not changing anything.
By not changing it.
Oh, they just need the production. They need the production space and value. That's all they want. But that was the whole point. Like, I think people forget the whole point of the WB Discovery merger was to streamline the company to sell it, and mainly to sell it to Netflix. Yeah. Like, this is not like, I don't know. Anyways, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. There's still talks and debates and whatever going on about how much and who's going to buy what. So once something happens, I'll let you guys know.
You know, all those house flipping shows you said, they ought to do them with streaming services. Just streaming service.
So this is Zach Kreger. He is making the new Resident Evil movie. He did like Weapons and Barbarian. And so he has been given carte blanche by Sony to do whatever he wants with Resident Evil. So he can follow the scripts, he can follow the games, or he can throw it all in the trash and make whatever he wants to do with it.
That's what the last guy did. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, with a franchise like Resident Evil, they've made a whole series of movies. They've had a bunch of stuff out.
Yeah.
Anime, everything. And so, like, maybe it's time to do a reboot, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Maybe they'll make games based on his new thing. If it was a newer franchise, like, for example, for Fallout, that just came out. I like that they're following some stuff. I mean, I don't know the games, but from what I was told, they're following stuff from the games. But I don't care as much. But if I was a Resident Evil fan, I don't know how I would feel because I don't care about Resident Evil.
I don't think I think because Resident Evil is so old now and they already came out with the one version, I think now you can come out with another version that just isn't fucking cutscenes from the video games.
Yeah.
By the way,
And Mila-
I did look it up. Tom Hardy was both Venom voices.
Oh,
So
But yeah,
so we'll see what happens with this. Zach Cregger has a good track record, so I guess people are.
who owns this? Universal? Who does own this?
It's this
Sony.
Sony is the one doing this movie.
Yeah, Sony owns the movie rights.
Yeah.
Capcom is the video game publisher.
Sure,
They do a couple deals with Sony, I think. So
Yeah.
Yeah, for Mega Man.
And then Funko. There will be TV shows, animated projects, movies. They signed a
I'm
deal
shocked
with
that,
Rideback.
that this hasn't
Go
been a
ahead.
thing before.
Yeah, I
It was
agree.
optioned previously, and there was
Was
supposed
it?
to be a movie with WB at one point, and I think it got shelved by WB because of all
Yeah,
the
'cause
merger
reorg.
business. That
So that
and
didn't
then the landfill situation as well probably didn't help get a movie made. So we'll see what happens with this, but now it's going to be on a smaller scale. But the people who did the Lego movie and such are the ones that are going to do
WB's
this.
like, well, we're done with Legos. We might as well move on to Funkos.
Yeah. Do this.
Do this.
Yeah, so this is happening, I guess. We're going to talk about some streaming. Couple bits of streaming news. Night of the Seven Kingdoms has some details for the second season. 6 episodes, each between 30 minutes and 60 minutes. They're adapting the Sworn Sword storyline.
Nice.
And Duncan Egg will go to Dorne.
Yes,
and the series
awesome.
is now in production and a potential 2027.
Speaking of titties, they're going to be showing a lot of titties in Dorne.
We don't have to wait 4 years. That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, I think they did a Thank you for putting this in the news. I appreciate it, Dub. I think they did a superb job on A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Although the end didn't make sense and wasn't exactly chronological with the books.
Good.
I relax, JJ.
Every week.
JJ. The only reason is
Star Wars
I,
too, though.
no. The only
He's more
reason
forgiving with Star Wars somehow. I don't know.
The
how.
only
No,
reason
about
the whole
this on Star Wars
stop,
every
guys. Would you let me stop? The only reason is because it doesn't make sense that they're doing the Sworn, the sword story. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But I'm okay with it.
It's
Like
the
I don't
second book.
Huh?
There's novella. It's the
Yeah,
second
but
novella. Why wouldn't they?
can we spoil it? Because yes, but at the end of the first one, going into the second one, the only way he gets on the road is because he gets the ring.
Goldberg is the world's greatest wrestler.
That's the only way he gets on the road. That's it.
But you don't know that he doesn't have the ring.
Fair enough. But yeah, but then we're my precious.
The ring, like the Lord of the Rings ring?
Yeah, kind of. He gets like a crescent thing that he like can show off if he gets in trouble.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Spoiler, the fucking book's like 20 years old. The fuck spoiler.
And not finished, anyways.
This
well,
one's
thank
finished.
God these are self-contained stories, though. So.
Yeah, this one's finished. It's like story, done.
Yeah,
I mean,
kind of finished. It doesn't lead up to when they. Oh, never mind.
Well, we know what happens to him.
Well, we know what happens.
We know what happens to Egg. We kind of know what happens.
The same thing happens to him. They're in the same spot.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Same thing
no.
happens,
Well, technically, no. Technically, we don't know because we don't know if he got out.
We don't know how. We don't know how. We know the end result.
We know what happened to Egg for sure. We don't know if Dunk got out or not. I'll just put it that way. All right.
Oh, God.
That's also like 10 years old. So who cares? You can spoil all that shit.
We also got a House of the Dragon. We got a new teaser trailer for that. Series 3 will premiere this June.
Evan knows
So
what
we're
I'm talking
getting
about.
a good amount of Game of Thrones content this year. 2 whole series. Lots of dragons in there. I saw lots of battles in there. I saw lots of good stuff in this.
I think this out quicker than I thought they would.
Now, this is where you guys are going to hit me up, and I think the misconception is the problem I have with Game of Thrones, the original storytelling, is not that they diverse so much from the actual stories that, and I know it's not finished, but the story that had been printed. I think they took so many liberties, it wasn't anywhere close to the same story. This, when we're talking about House of Dragon, they when they did House of Dragon, they took certain liberties in telling this story too. But the core of the story is still there in House of Dragons. And I think they've done the same thing in Aegon Dunk in the night, whatever the Knight's Tale, whatever they call it, the night. What do they call it? The night of
Night of
Seven
Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, Night of Seven
Which
Kingdoms.
there's actually 9 kingdoms. We learned.
But technically, yes. But technically,
9.
but yes, but they're talking about the conquered kingdoms.
It's a joke.
The conquered kingdoms of, I know, because of the show. Right, I get it. But yes, so like I think they've done a good job. I don't know if we need to see 7-foot dongs anymore on the television or dudes hippopotamus pooping, but like
in a reminder, at least on House of the Dragons and even on the Night of the Seven Kingdoms to a different degree, but on House of the Dragons, when you're right, I think they've got the core of it pretty correct, and that's really most of what you can do. For those that don't know, the book that this is based on reads a little bit like a historical text.
It is a historical book. It's like reading a history book.
Yeah, it's not like reading like a linear like story narrative novel type of thing like it is the other books. So,
which I think actually helped this because I'll be honest with you, they changed. I'm just gonna be frank because I actually don't give a shit what people think. But here's the deal: they changed some of some of the characters in the text. In the text, they look exactly the same. They look exactly the same because they're Tigerian descent. So they have blonde hair, blue or purple eyes. Their skin is very pale. And then you see a certain house come out in this. And at first I was confused because when they referred to the house, I was like, that's not, because we've seen pictures of what it looks like. But I think because so many people who say they're huge fans, and I think this goes back to Saga, they just can't fucking read. So they're definitely not going to read this book because this book is like, it's literally like a history book. So if you do not like reading history books, you're fucked. So they never read it. And it's, you can't read to it because it's just dictation. Like it's literally like being dictated a history book. So I think that kind of saved the normal like fake outrage. Let's grab our picks and forks. And
there's plenty of outrage over this show. There's outrage over all.
I don't think so.
One thing I've learned during Night of the Seven Kingdoms and what little bit of exploring I've done online in regards, like,
if you find it, you can find it online.
This fandom is about as miserable as the Star Wars. As far as
I don't think it is by anything. JJ, I think you're purposely, and with all due respect, I think you're purposely looking for it by searching the internet for that. Like you would hear Star Wars. You could go to a comic book store and hear general chatter of discontent. There's still somebody at this point, this hour. There's somebody in a fucking comic book store bitching about Catherine Kennedy. There just is. Like you don't hear that around Game of Thrones.
I think there's a lot of them that are not in comic book stores bitching about Catherine Kennedy too.
Yeah, no, I know, but like my point is,
no, like, I think to JJ's point, like I think it's not as bad as Star Wars because Star Wars has been part of cultural canon a lot longer than that, and then you know, so the discontent is a lot less, you know, for Game of Thrones.
But I also think it's harder too because you actually have to, like Star Wars, you can watch tons of videos, tons of movies, tons of cartoons. With this, you actually have to do something called reading. And reading's fundamental, but for some people, it's very difficult. So, like, you know, who's picking up an 870-page POV, switching POV character
now
views?
Because he doesn't finish anything, you can do less reading. But yeah.
What's that?
Like you got plenty of time to catch up because now he doesn't finish anything. So.
Yeah, I get that. But
if you haven't caught up on your reading by now.
But hold on. But like as the books progress too, they added more switching back and forth like POV scenes where it's like 16 character POV scenes.
Oh, it's
intertwining. It's wild to read this stuff. And then to read the stuff of like when you read the short stories with House, or not House with Knights, it's like he almost writes that shit like he's writing the tales, the Gatsby or whatever it is, the Canterbury Tales. Like he writes it in that type of that
that's what
momentum.
it is essentially. I mean, they're
fair enough.
Stories
Fair enough. Fair enough. And this is a history book, so like pick your poison. You know what I mean? Like you're not they're not actually reading.
Even this, he was supposed to write a follow-up history book too, and he hasn't done it yet. So,
well, slow down. First off, it was the Swedes that wrote the majority of.
Who cares?
I do. Nope. Just because you don't care doesn't mean other people do.
Cares?
Huh?
You're the only one that cares about the Swedes.
That's fair. It's my
Nobody
show. I
cares
care
about the Swedes.
I care about all this.
Goldberg is the world's greatest wrestler.
This is my shit right here. I got some Coke and Hooker. That too. I like that also. All right. We can move on though, because Dub's mad. Dub's mad that people like he doesn't know.
I gotta wake up at 6 a.m., but I'm gonna talk about Game of Thrones for an hour.
Dude, you should have put it in here if you didn't want to talk about it. All right, let's go. Move. You're right. I have to get to bed.
Winona Ryder is joining the cast of Wednesday, so she's done with Stranger Things, and now she's going to move on.
I don't give a shit.
It's Beetlejuice 2 again.
Yeah,
Wasn't
right.
she her
That's
mom?
it's a reunion with Jenna Ortega and Tim Burton. And that's all the streaming news that we have.
Nice.
We got a few bits of comic news coming up. So Sonic and Godzilla are going to meet.
Why?
And there's a comic book coming out.
How does that work?
I don't know.
My son's gonna love it though. My son will love this.
Oh, it'll be fun, but I mean, I don't.
I will tell you, cover right here, this second cover from the left. I think that cover is awesome, but the Mothra cover is even better. I'm be getting both of those covers. Yeah, like
who has Sonic now? Sonic IDW.
IDW, yeah, they're both. Godzilla's at a few different places, but Sonic's always been at IDW for a while. But yeah, this I don't know. Yeah, I love both of those. Yeah, that Godzilla in the background there is awesome. I love it. So who knows what it's going to be like, but it's I can't wait.
Why? Wait, hold on. Why they got Megazilla there and they don't have, or Mechzilla, whatever that one is, and they don't?
There
have,
was more covers. I only put 4 on here. There was I think 7.
Yeah,
there was a few more.
I know, but they didn't team it up right. All right.
I just picked a few. The one all the way on the right is like a 1 in.
I think were you alluding to the fact that Mecha Godzilla should be paired with Dr. Robotnik?
No, not Dr. Robotnik. No. What's the Sonic?
Metal.
What's the Metal Sonic, whatever it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
right.
All right, let's move on to we're also getting a Ben 10 series from Dynamite. So the guy who created Ben 10, this was past my time. I never really got into it, but I know it was really big. The original creators are going to be doing this, and this comes out in May.
Did you just snap the JJ?
What's that?
JJ,
I know I slapped my watch like Ben 10.
Oh, okay.
That's how he activated it.
You
never watched
Ben 10? I never watched it. It was on with other cartoons that I watched, but I never watched it.
With how much of the forest burned in Canada, how does Dynamite print all these shitty books that nobody buys? Like they should be more responsible.
Maybe they recycle their books.
They don't.
No.
They do is they put them in people's warehouses and then try to sue them when the people are like, no, just take your book back. So they're like, no, we don't want them.
Those 19,000 copies of Vampirella we didn't sell last week, and
all of them just re-put them out.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. DC has announced an Absolute Catwoman. It's a 6-issue miniseries, and
why?
In June. Because
the Absolute thing is the only thing making them money right now, so they're gonna keep pumping it forever.
Yeah, because they can make some money on it.
Till it dies. So it dies.
Why? I never liked the fact that she's wearing the Professor X helmet.
I don't like the helmet at all. Yeah. I think it's weird.
You look at the Professor X, to me, it looks like an old like Top Gun. You're watching Top Gun, the MiG fighters.
Oh yeah.
The Russian like the old fighter jet helmet.
Well, Slap Dicks will say it's the greatest thing ever because it's got Absolute in front of it, even though they probably don't read it. Go ahead. Next.
They have also announced Absolute Green Arrow. This is also a 6-issue miniseries. Raphael Albuquerque will be doing the art for this. But this is Absolute Black Canary will be tracking a billionaire who is targeting serial killers.
Why is Doom 2099 in this thing?
Doom 2099.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's in the Absolute title. But
our Green Arrow book's just about Black Canary. And we're gonna
Yeah,
add
mean,
pretty much.
knock off Taskmaster mask to him.
Is this a crossover with Street Fighter 2? Because isn't that Kai from Street Fighter there in the middle? Second one over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Oh, it does
but
look
we're
like it,
getting
yeah.
this one starting in May. So this was
Good.
coming
Well,
before
it'll be great to see Skeletor and Buffy the Vampire Slayer teaming up.
I think you hit it with that Taskmaster though. That looks like Taskmaster from Marvel.
Oh yeah, this is all just shit.
We are getting a new Deadman series and a new Barbara Gordon series
Nice.
also from DC.
I'm down.
6-issue series for Deadman,
Eh.
but it's going to be Maxwell Prince and Martin Morazzo, the guys who do Ice Cream
Oh, that's
Man.
not Boston.
Uh,
What was that?
It's not Boston.
no, Boston's
yeah.
the character. No, he's talking about the artist. It's gonna
Artist,
be
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the
like-
artist.
Oh,
Is
it's
this
for everybody
rather
that
than-
doesn't understand what he's asking. He's asking if the dead man character is going to be David Boston, like the guy, dude, the same guy. And yes, it's just the
I'm
artist.
pretty sure it's gonna be the same guy.
I don't know if they're
yes.
pulling like a Moon Knight where we get like 3 different versions. It's the same character, 3 different people.
Yeah.
And then the Barbara Gordon series, that comes out in May. And I don't know if that's a mini series and there was more covers on these as well. I just gave you a couple.
I'm always down for mini series. I mean, I know I was crapping on Absolute, but
Mini series
I'm
is the way to go.
I'm
But on
down
the
with
bright
mini
side,
series.
it's not absolute Dead Man. It's
Yeah, fair enough.
Not absolute Barbara Gordon either. So that's
Yeah.
good.
No, but you know they're going to do a lot with them for all them slapdicks that love prison suits. and
Yeah, you
nurse
know,
outfits.
it looks like she's getting out of jail. So
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get her out of jail.
somebody.
Our follow-up will be absolute Batgirl.
We got some details about Avengers Armageddon. This is from
I
Chip
wish we didn't.
Zdarsky. 5 issues, and the Red Hulk is trying to rule Latveria, and this will lead the Avengers into a whole new.
Why do they give Chip dumb shit? Like
He's doing the whole event. He's leading all up to it.
That's not what I want him doing.
Give him, or does he choose it?
Yeah, maybe.
No, I mean they give it to him because he gets a check. I guess that's why he does it. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, so this is with him going. Thaddeus Ross is trying to collect all the stuff in Doom's basement.
Yeah, basement. Yeah.
So he's trying to get all that stuff out of there.
I mean, it's really kind of cool concept or whatever.
Having
But
a Doom garage sale, is he?
The Doom cave. No, he just wants to take. Not even going to pay for
Out of
it.
the basement.
like all the weapons and shit.
Yeah. And then
Chip fix X-Men. Like can he do X Factor or X Force? I mean,
Oh, more.
Marvel's bringing back What If. It's the 50th anniversary. So we've got some books coming in June, July, and August. They're all going to be one shots. Well, they're
the first one nobody would give
What
a
If.
fuck still because Cyclops sucks. What if who? Spider simulation with Thor? Nobody. That's stupid.
Thor got Spider-Man symbiote suit. Ultimate Spider-Man.
That was
survived
stupid.
Secret War. Radioactive Spider bit Jessica Jones. That one will be interesting.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah.
well, hold on. Look who's writing that one.
Last Hunt. Oh, Jesus,
yeah,
that's
hey, Marco's
garbage.
favorite author.
There we
Marco's gonna love
go.
that one.
That's just garbage. That's garbage. She's gonna start making out with the fucking spider.
Haven't they done a Captain America 2099 thing yet? Captain America was unfrozen in 2099.
No, I don't think they haven't yet.
I don't
haven't
think he
done
made it to 2099. Yeah,
No.
I don't remember ever Cap being there.
The Runaways
What
had
if the
run away. It's the whole fucking point of the story. That's stupid.
That's dumb.
They wouldn't be called the Runaways.
What if the X-Men never came to Professor
What
Xavier's
if
school?
instead of Charles eating Casanova, she ate him? Okay, yeah, this Cassandra. Okay, this.
Ugh.
So the only
the
one
last
I'm really
couple-
looking forward to is what if Craven survived the last time.
I like how the last couple were just like, hey, we ran out of ideas. So what if this character killed this character when they didn't kill him?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't see any.
They should probably not do this.
J.M.
It's not
DeMatteis
worth
is doing the
It's not the Craven one.
Craven one.
Who is?
So J.M. DeMatteis, he did He wrote Spider-Man back in the day too. So
Yeah, that's fine.
he has some history. Yeah.
Justine Ireland should never write another fucking word in her life. I really don't wish bad luck on people, but if she
That
breaks
was the
both
most
hands,
interesting
that's not a bad
concept,
idea.
though. I think, to be honest,
It was, but she's gonna fuck it up.
It's going to be a love story.
I do kind of like the
It'll be a
Thor
love story between
symbiote
the
suit,
spider and Jessica Jones. It will. They'll start
Um,
making out.
With that, we wrap up our news for the week.
That was the worst way to end the fucking news.
What are you talking about? You love that one.
Yeah, you got to talk
All
about
right,
your
this is
favorite
what we're
rock.
going to do. We haven't figured it out yet, but we'll introduce the new game, kind of give it a demo real quickly so we can see how to play it. We're supposed to have 2 players, including Corbin, but he obviously didn't show up. Everybody complained, like, guys, don't you need me to do anything for the show? No, because you don't show up most of the time, so I guess we don't need you. But here we go. So let me see where my randomizer is. Let me explain this real quickly. We've got a little thing here, and we haven't figured out how to fix these graphics, so we will. But it's supposed to be 2 people going head-to-head against people.
Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Just wanted to use an intro.
So we got to choose your own. It's build your own superhuman team. We will use a randomizer. These will be the categories, but I have to take this off because we didn't do it because we have to pull up the randomizer.
Was the intro telling people to run while they can?
Yeah, while they can. All right. So let me share the screen real quickly. We're just trying to. Hey, it's late. We're trying to figure out how this is going to work. It's probably not going to work very well. Obviously, we will use JJ and
I'm building a Marvel Rivals team. Is what you're telling me?
pretty much, yeah. All right. Let's add. Oh, I can't. I got to remove this to add this. All right. Here's the randomizer. This really sucks. I don't know how to make this better, but we will. So, JJ, you get the first pick. You have to fill, once again, you have to fill these categories up, and then Dub will go next. The categories are leader, tank/powerhouse, speedster, investigator, tactician, like guy that can build stuff, whatever. You need a specialist/magic user, and then you get a wild card. You have 1 throwaway, so if the 2 people that come up suck, you can throw them both away, but you can only do that 1 time. And then we will judge whose team is better. We might put it up in the poll so that all the humans that check this out do it. Okay? Ready?
Yeah.
Got the gist of it? Let's see if it works.
I think so.
All right. JJ, your first poll is... what? They gave us 6. Well, we'll start up with 2.
6 or just 2?
No, just Professor X and Stargirl.
Oh.
So you could choose a leader. That seems pretty easy, actually. Powerhouse. You do have Stargirl.
Well, you put him. I think you would probably put Professor X as leader, although he would be good at specialist magic. I mean, you could basically
specialist or
tactician.
I mean, tactician.
I'd say
tactician,
probably
because you might have a hard time filling that field. I think the 2 easiest fields to fill will be powerhouse and leader.
Yeah. I'm gonna go powerhouse for Professor X. I think
you're gonna go powerhouse. That's what.
Not powerhouse. Leader. I'm sorry, leader for Professor.
You're gonna go leader. That's also really easy to fill. Okay, you're going with leader.
No, you need a good leader.
All right, so he's got that for leader. All right, let's remove this. Let's go back here. Let's see what we get for Dub. Dub. If I may, I'm going to go put this back to 2. So, this is 12.
Wrong way.
The wrong way. And randomize it. Oh, Nick Fury. And you've got a red Green Lantern. A red Green Lantern. You got a red lantern, a chocolate.
Looks like Temu Darkseid.
So where am I gonna put?
That's a tough one.
This actually isn't bad. You've got a guy who could be a bunch of different stuff. Hold on. In Nick Fury.
Specialist.
Yeah, he could be a lot. He could be a tactician. He could be a specialist. He could be a support wild heart. You also have got a tank powerhouse, a magic user in what's his name? The Red Lantern guy.
I'm gonna go Nick Fury as my tactician.
That's a good move. That's a smart move. Smart move. All right. We gotta. Are we writing this down? We're not writing this down, but we can go back to the video and figure it out.
I got to write it down here.
Yeah. All right.
Both down or just mine?
Both if you could, JJ.
All right, hang on.
JJ, this sucks. Wait a minute, this doesn't count. This is Earth 20.
How do I get an entire Earth?
No. We screwed it up. You get a redraw on this. My bad.
Earth 20.
Earth 20 doesn't work. You get Gwenpool and Gwen Stacy.
All right.
And we have filled the leader role. We have filled the leader role already.
Tactician thing. You know what?
What?
I'll take Deadpool as the wild card because that seems
Okay,
like that would fit
that's
him
probably a
pretty
good. That's probably a good choice. Yeah, because what would you use Glenn as? Okay, all right, sounds good. All right. Oh, I got to keep flipping back. Ooh, I just screwed that up again, didn't I? All right. I got to add share screen again because, I don't know. StreamYard kind of sucks. All right. All right. Let's add that. You could next time that just add it back to thing, and here we go. Let's go.
Another Earth.
How do you get Earth 45?
2 Earths.
2 Earths.
What?
We should randomize it again. That's not a superhero. This you can
What? I'll take the Earth 45.
you can pass. You get Daniel Moonstar, which, by the way, hold on now. She's she's got magic ability.
Yeah.
Or you got Dum Dum Dugan. Dugan.
No,
Sorry.
Dugan.
This is a shit fest. Or you
Yeah,
can pass. All right, so you've already got
I
your
got my
tacticians
tactician.
done. Yeah.
Dugan might not be a bad support wild card. I don't know.
I
Know what he
would.
does.
I would either do magic here, or I would get. I would.
Oh man, I'll take I'll do magic.
All right, Moonstar's magic.
Yeah.
All right, Moonstar's magic. Let's go next round.
Scarlet Witch. No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Probably would be.
Get crushed.
Earth 23, Superman. I think that's Superman Earth 23. That's what we're going with. Who is the Superman on Earth 23?
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who that is. It says random superhero. And the other one is Peacemaker, which JJ
Calvin Ellis is a Superman of Earth 23.
Ooh.
You don't have a powerhouse tank yet. You could use that. He also has superhuman speed, so you could use him as a speedster because we all remember the race. You've used wild card. You've used leader, right?
Yeah, Peacemaker would make a good wild card, but
He would have made a great wild card.
So.
You could use him as a tank though too.
Yeah, he's a normal human. How's that gonna?
He does run into situations and just.
I guess he did get shot a lot in the TV show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna make this my first pass.
Uh-oh.
Might be screwing myself. We'll see.
You might be screwing yourself on this. It's a little early for passing. Oh, Cyclops and Guy Gardner.
Ooh.
Now, this is interesting because Guy Gardner technically has got a little bit of magic to him, a little bit special.
Yeah.
And I mean,
does Cyclops count as magic?
No, but he technically is a tactician.
Yeah, that is true.
And some people say that I wouldn't say he's a tank.
We'll do.
Green Lantern's a powerhouse. Huh?
Yeah, but I say, you know what? I'll take Guy Gardner. I think is the specialist.
Okay, yeah, fair. That's fair. I think specialist
Magic
and speedster are going to be two of the hardest ones to get through. I think that's what we're looking at. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's generate some more random superheroes. Mockingbird.
Oh wow!
And Jessica Jones. Ooh,
Dub's gonna have like a harem going on.
Oh, Mockingbird and Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones would be a good tank.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Jessica Jones is my tank.
Yeah, you haven't used support or wild card yet, too, though. But that's all right. So now what do you have so far? You've got your tank taken care of.
I got Jessica Jones in tank, Nick Fury as tactical, and Moonstar as magic.
Magic, nice. You just gotta get the speedster and the. All right, JJ. Oops, I didn't put. Can somebody put that back up or no? I got to do it.
I have no abilities.
Okay, no problem.
Can you just drag it over, Marco?
I don't know. Can we?
I
I
feel
wonder
like
if we
you
can
should be
open so
able
we can
to.
have 2 of them. All right, here we go. JJ, you got Icon
Or Lois
and
Lane.
Lois Lane. Oh,
Oh, wow.
shit. You should have done your. Now you're in trouble. Well, Icon.
Icon, I think, would make a good tank.
Yep.
I think you're okay with
I
Icon.
say
as a
Icon
tank.
is tank.
That's a good tank.
All right, so you've got Tank gone. You've got Magic Specialist gone. You've got Wild Card gone, and you have Leader gone.
Yep.
Okay. So all you got left is to do Speedster and
Tactician.
Yeah. Okay.
Who was your support, JJ?
His support was a Wild Card. It was Deadpool.
Oh yeah. That's a good. That's
He played a dangerous game here because he burnt.
I took a gambit.
He did. He took a gamble.
Not the character. Not the character. But
He took a double gamble because he not only used the wild card space, but also
passed.
Ooh, Dark Hawk and Starfire. Now, what do you need left?
I need
he already used
leader,
magic, though.
I need speed and I need wild card. And I
Well,
think Starfire is the wild card here.
Or, hear it out, Dark Hawk does have, because he's a raptor, an enormous amount of speed. What else do you need?
Leader, speed, and support.
But yeah, I think you're probably right. I think you're looking at a wild card / support system.
Yeah, I need support for Jessica Jones because she's going up against.
You're gonna have an all chick team, dude. You're taking
Starfire. I got Nick Fury.
Oh, Nick Fury, yeah. The pimp,
got a harem
in his
going,
nose.
one dude and all women.
Starfire it is.
Starfire is, or you can get a reshuffle.
Too late. I already picked Starfire.
All right, Starfire it is. All right.
That's a good wild card.
Yeah,
it's a good wild card. Cypher. Oh, JJ got lucky. Anarchy.
I don't even see who it is.
He's Cypher. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not put it up there?
No, I just
got Cypher. You got Cypher, or you could be Anarchy. And the reason why I think you got lucky here is because don't you need Tactician / special?
I do, yeah.
And you pulled a Cypher out of your ass.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be Tactician / investigator.
He doesn't investigate that much, but
close enough.
We can Tactician.
Look at Tactician though.
You can Tactician the shit out of it. All right, so what do you need left is just Speedster?
Just Speedster, so I might be screwed. We'll see. Because I can't pass. So
you cannot pass.
Oh god. All right, here we go.
Now you've still got a pass available there, Dub. Ready?
Yep, here we go.
Warlock versus Black Manta. And what do you need? Wow.
I need a leader and a speedster.
How about a swimmer?
Yeah, I don't have a swimmer.
Well, I mean, Warlock.
Speedster if you're underwater.
I don't know how fast he is.
You might, dude. You might have actually
passing.
You're passing. Oh shit! All right.
I don't know. Like I don't want.
Is Warlock fast?
I don't know if Warlock is fast. I don't know. If
I mean, it sucks, but like
Black Manta as a leader could work.
Warlock's not.
Warlock led. Magnus, Warlock's other half, led a whole fucking church.
Yeah, a church.
Now you're passing. You called pass.
Yeah,
you called pass.
I call pass. I call pass.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Amethyst and Katie Bishop.
Oh, that's worse.
Well, Amethyst has super speed, right?
We can pull it up.
Wasn't she like? Wasn't she
I
like?
don't know what Amethyst does.
Black Adam, kind of.
Here. Hold on. We'll see.
Like as far as ability goes.
DC, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A long time since I read anything Amethyst related.
I know from Gem World. Powerful magic user, sword wielding hero, royal family.
She didn't have super speed then.
She might.
Pretty good magic.
Well, let's see what does this have a power thing on it? Possible futures.
We doesn't need a powerhouse.
You need the power. The power
he
thing.
Needs a leader and a speedster, right?
Yeah.
Well, she led something. She's a princess, isn't she?
She is a princess.
True. Yeah.
All right, I'll put her in leader.
Oh man,
I can't put her in speed. I'm
so
screwed right now.
We're both screwed.
Why does Dub have all women? What's that?
I don't know. He loves the chicks. He digs the chicks.
Chicks dig him.
Yeah. All right. So here's JJ's last pick.
This
No
could be
pass
bad. We'll see.
for a speedster.
How lucky you get.
Oh,
Dr. Fate and
Oh,
Gorgon.
Dr. Fate. Gorgon. This sucks. Oh, this sucks.
Man, too late for Magic User.
Who are you picking for speed, JJ?
Yes, Gorgon.
No, Dr. Fate, right? Can he
Dr. Fate cast a spell to make him go fast?
Can he teleport or something? I guess.
I guess. Yeah.
That's not really a speedster. That sucks. That
Yeah,
sucks. All right, let's see. Is that who you're taking?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You guys screwed this up with the speedsters. All right.
There was no speedsters.
I about to say I never really got a speedster anyway.
Nothing came up.
FBP. How's that even a thing?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Roll.
I mean, if it's physics,
I think that's a whole team, isn't it?
Yeah. Rob, this doesn't help either. You get Robin.
Nibble. He did gymnastics and stuff.
You get Robin. If you need a powerhouse baby, yeah, I guess your choice is. I mean, do you want me to research Mongol for you?
No, I'm just gonna pick her because
slow. I don't think.
I mean, it's better than Robin because he's just a human.
All right, let's just see if this dude that just sucks.
So is Dr.
Well,
Fate.
It's good against Dr. Fate, so I gotta have some kind of.
She might be fast, maybe.
Is it like each slot
powers and abilities?
Opponent? I don't know.
Superhuman strength. She's got superhuman speed.
There you go.
Yes.
Winner, chicken dinner. Well, we'll put it down there. We'll try to get a poll out there. Or at least
Even though
we'll
I
show
can't think
them.
of any comic that depicted her having superhuman speed.
Doesn't matter. It says she has it.
According to the internet.
According to DC database. There we go.
Basically just punched people really hard.
All right. We will at very worst, we will have the results next week for you guys. And you guys can vote on who wins. Thank you for staying. I really gotta get up in like 5 hours. So anybody else have anything else?
Nope. I don't think so. Thank you all for hanging out.
We'll figure that out a little smoother too.
Yeah.
Watch your other Renovision shows.
Watch all live shows. Hot 10 qualified SNS. And if you
check out the codes below for BCW and for
if you like Star Wars and you don't want to like Star Wars anymore, check out Sunday night because then you won't like Star Wars anymore.
Nice.
See you guys next week. Have a good night.